Like, he kind of trailed off from me there, but I still did the thing.
If you were just following my countdown, you know what we want to know when.
I got it. They'll sync up roughly.
Yes.
Hi, welcome to the Sprawl. Oh, yeah, I technically read patron. So,
At some point, that'd probably be good, yeah.
tab open. All right, welcome to the Sprawls. Why don't you guys, while I'm pulling up my patron list, and so we don't have the ads right at the beginning, go ahead and introduce yourselves and your characters. And this time, remember to say who you are also. As I realized last time, nobody said who they were, just who their character was. Which is very on theme for the Sprawl, but on the off chance we get new listeners, may make it harder for them to pick out the voice.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I said we're also listed in the description.
Okay, so
People don't always read descriptions, Axe.
Fair enough.
I'm set. I play Squirrel, aka the driver.
I'm Axe. I pay Odin, the soldier.
Alright, I'm Lucky. I play Claymore, the killer.
I am Dallas Rose, and I play Samuel the Pusher.
Actually, fun fact, I just realized on this recording, they can see the recording channel and seeing everyone's names lights up. That also means they can see your name. So everyone can see that you're Dallas Finboy Catnip.
Yeah, that'll take a long time to explain, so I'm just gonna let your imagination handle that.
Oh no,
I mean,
a horrible tragedy.
your explanation for it was already kind of weird anyway. So.
How's my explanation weird? It's that I keep rolling. Never mind.
Anyway, this episode of brought to you by our patrons like Adam Harbaugh, Comics Circuit, Ten Blacks, G. Carlos, Qua, Ferris, Jeremy Vasquez, Jonathan Sandoval, County, Den, Legendary Boston, Lee, Castle, Region, Raptor, Rogue Robin, Charvor, Shiny Peace. I'm going to up episode on over 3. If you like what you want to do more, consider my picture. You get access to early on spot goodies and really helps out. Thanks.
Leonard Bernstein.
Huh?
Yeah, but no, like I don't remember if this is how it was before. I don't know if I did something different.
It would depend where you like formatted and scrolled.
Yeah.
That said,
Yeah.
last episode there was no video feature, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but if people just, look over, they can see who's talking.
Yes.
that should help if you're
Yeah.
watching the video version. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. People still get you and me confused sometimes, Lucky.
I don't get it.
How? That's like
It's
getting me and Axe confused.
Yeah, there's obviously a dialectic difference.
I
Yeah,
don't think anyone gets me confused.
I sound like a cracked out Louis Armstrong, and you sound like a prepubescent mouse.
Wow. Tell us how
Ow.
you really feel.
Harsh.
I thought my voice wasn't that
Am I
light.
gonna get demonetized for these harsh burns?
Let me just rub some aloe vera on that shit
I-
right there.
I made sure not to swear. At least
That's okay. We're like 3 minutes in. It's fine.
I gotta get creative.
Anyway, okay.
Keep challenging yourself.
All right. If everybody's got all their stuff, we have one little note from last time to go over, which was we discovered through rereading that technically Claymore was supposed to roll to hit the streets to find his cyberware, then roll for a guy to install it.
Yes.
Which means he probably should have paid like an extra. I think cyberware goes for like 2 cred normally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for the moment, we're just gonna say that Claymore went over budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he will probably have to take a slightly smaller share if the job pays out.
Yeah.
And if the job doesn't pay out, well, we'll figure that out next time. We have it next time.
You're further owned by the debt collector.
Depending on how depressed I feel by the end of this, I will probably die trying to make sure we get paid, but we'll see.
Oh, don't! You're such a baby, X. You'll be fine.
You'll be
That's our mea culpa.
fine.
All right.
So I would like to cyber set the scene. So I'm going to set the scene, and I'm gonna mute you guys if you can't keep your shit together. I'm gonna set the scene, and also briefly recap, to my understanding, the plan, so everybody remembers where we're going. And hopefully you won't be too disappointed with the plan. Because we are in the action phase now, so we're a little locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And no more legwork that can be done. Hopefully I don't do that too many times. All right, so currently it's approximately 0 dark 30. And the fog has rolled in. A perfect night for a crime like this, as you guys are currently camped out in the self-storage unit that Odin has prepared along with the getaway vehicle, a nondescript corpo sedan. You guys arrived here either by public transit or taking Metatron's car, which is a probably slightly fancier but also corpo-owned sedan. Don't worry, you can just put it in autopilot and send it home. Self-driven cars are cool. And so you've waited for the fog to roll in. They say it's non-toxic and non-caustic, but there's a lot of urban legends about it. But it'll be perfect for the RGC job. So Odin throws his phone on the hood of the car, and the holograms project up the rough blueprints of the place. So basically, the plans you've outlined for this go roughly along these lines. You're going to split into 2 teams, by which I mean that Squirrel's going to stay outside, and the rest of you are going in. You guys still have some of your gear in your duffel bags and backpacks you brought with you, because, you know, you don't want to be fully kitted out even on a bus, but you can at least carry your shit in a bag, so you're ready to tool up. Some of you have brought some party favors to make this go easier. One of them, in fact, is that Metatron has in one bag a man-portable plasma torch, produced ironically enough by RGC, because if I remember correctly, you got that gear from your gang contact, your followers, which specifically you tapped one of your followers in RGC for inside info. So yeah, you've got an RGC brand plasma cutter.
Yes.
Yeah. So your entry team, consisting of Odin, Claymore, and Metatron, will be breaching the privacy fence at a spot you guys have determined will be mostly out of the cameras. The fog will help with that. You know, if you've got a smooth hand with the plasma cutter, you should be through in no longer than 30 seconds. Once you've breached the perimeter, you guys are going to mosey your way over to the Central Control Center, a cluster of office-type buildings in the middle of this massive, sprawling industrial yard in the Oakland area. You know, just walk on over. It's only a couple of clicks. But you guys have determined that one of the things you're after, the blueprints to the Project 3i prototype, are in a secure data vault in one of the sub-basements of the building. Squirrel is currently carrying one of your other handy-dandy devices to get access to this, a splinter, a chunk of data crystal, which when you plug it into the data vault, will breach security and will execute a search command to locate the project files and deploy a worm virus, which will copy those things, flash them to the data shard's memory, and delete all their copies. So you'll perfectly secure it. It's great. You just have to physically get there and plug it in.
Yeah.
Clarification on that.
Yeah.
Is it then possible to copy the data shard afterwards, or does
Yeah,
it
it's
transmit
just-
to a
it's
separate
a-
location?
Future USB with a set of pre-programmed instructions on it. So once you've got it on the storage, it can be freely moved from there, but it's going to extract all copies from the vault and then erase the originals. And then you'll have X1 of the things you're looking for. Obviously, that won't be the easiest, but you do have some pre-mission intel on that. Metatron also acquired a complete job schedule for all the on-call cybersecurity specialists. So you know exactly how many guys are on shift and when they take their corporate-mandated coffee and piss breaks, hopefully separately. Now, you do know there's probably upwards of a dozen specialists on tap tonight, though they are light one guy. Fortunately, Gaius Lupo, Corpo Hacker, was killed this morning under mysterious circumstances. Well, I wonder why that was. But you don't know whether that will make them easier or harder to hit. From there, once you've got the blueprints, because you said you guys were going to go there first, your plan basically forks depending on whether or not you've managed to keep it quiet or you have to go loud up till then. If you're keeping it quiet, everything's fine. The 3 of you will proceed to the next target, the secure satellite prototypes, which are located in a train hangar inside a secured armored train car on the other side of the yard, ready to hook up and extract this baby to somewhere in Arizona. Now, you don't know much about the train hangar security or how secure the armored train is, but what you do know is that hangar does contain a squad of Texas Rangers who are sitting on the object. Now, most of you know from stories and Claymore from experience that the Texas Rangers are not a group to be taken lightly. However, you also know that it's super illegal for them to be in Pacifica. So they are probably limited in what kind of force they can project.
Also,
Either way.
if we kill them, we can't get in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, no. There's if you can actually take them out, there will probably be no immediate repercussions.
What Texas Rangers?
Yeah, you're outside of their jurisdiction. That still means that you gotta beat a squad of Texas Rangers. No easy feat. But
Unless it's football. Sorry.
But you guys will be able to get to the armored train site and will have to secure or destroy the prototypes, at which point you will extract. Squirrel will come pick up Metatron with the goods for a swift delivery to the client, whereas Odin and Claymore will somehow make their way to the getaway vehicle and meander on their own way. If things get too rough at the split point, you guys are planned to have Squirrel immediately exfil Metatron. However, he may need to do that depending on whether or not Metatron can make his own way out of the compound, or Squirrel has to run one of the many security gates to get inside. We'll have to just, play that one by ear. Whereas Odin and Claymore will depart to the prototype to blow it the fuck up. To handle any sort of security and hardened defenses you may have encountered, Claymore has acquired some good old U.S. Army Composition 9 foaming explosives, which look kind of like a combination between an epoxy and a hot glue gun. But basically, this is a space-filling foaming explosive. Apply it wherever you need. When you're done with it, it spits out a detonator, which you can plug in, just like operating a stamp, and can be remotely activated. That will take care of any hardened defenses or property damage you need to do, but will be very loud. But don't you worry. Claymore has a bag full of those party favors enough to handle any problem you should run into on a single job anyway. You may use them all up and not have them available in future jobs, but we'll see.
We'll see.
However, to obtain this, Claymore did have to bargain with his contact, Hoshiguma, a weapons dealer who specializes in black marketeering and smuggling. She wants Claymore to acquire some blank RFID chips from RGC so that she can continue her smuggling operations. Now, you are obviously in their major industrial yard and will be hitting up their central control, but that's a little detour you're going to have to take and be on the out on. Otherwise, Claymore's going to be up to his eyeballs in debt.
But also, Claymore did inform us of this, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is part of the
Okay.
plan. He let you know
Gotcha.
that he has an additional objective.
Just making sure.
You guys know a little bit about the security out there. There's a variety of standard issue drones. The Kerberos security drones, the Ladons, the big riot control drones. But most of those guys are on idle. To help you a little with that situation, though I don't know if he's informed anybody yet, Metatron has also acquired a drone jamming device about the size of a hockey puck. It will block all radio frequencies used by drones in a couple of dozen meters radius. Also, because it works on magnetics, it has an electromagnet built in, so it is magnetized and will stick to objects if you need to leave it somewhere. So I want to go ahead and say that in addition to the jamming tag, you should also give that discreet.
Okay.
If anybody searches your person, they're not likely to tell what it is, and
Yeah.
if you leave it somewhere, it's going to be hard to find. Though obviously, when you
I
turn it
will-
on, it will be very obvious that it's jammed.
I will have given that to what's your character? Odin.
Okay.
Odin, you have the
because
jammer.
I have no use for it.
All right.
Because
It has plus jamming tag and plus discrete, and it runs on ultra high capacitor batteries, so it will run for a good 8 hours.
because I have localized jamming on
Yeah, you
my
have cybercoms.
face.
You have a cybercom implant, so.
Yep.
All right, I believe that's all your previously established gear and intel accounted for. And
Yeah,
that is the rough rundown of your plan. You've still got some open-ended things, but you're
Yeah.
going to take it as you go.
Yeah.
And for fluff, I want to say that obviously, while this hollow projection has been running, it's been coordinated by Hugin, Odin's tactical AI. So you guys have watched a little hologram raven with an eye patch run around pointing at things, drawing X's and O's on the hologram.
Huh.
In type of chat, that's accurate to what it has, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
jamming discreet.
Just put that down.
Oh, and since Squirrel did mention his other drone, yeah. I was just typing it in chat. He's got his long-range magnification drone, Mosquito, which is a rotor drone to provide overwatch. So he will be observing to know when he needs to possibly do something.
Yeah.
All right. Them's the breaks, kids. Now's probably a good time for Odin to start, doing the plan thing, or if anybody's got any further questions they want to handle now.
I still have one piece of intel.
Yeah,
I do
can
as
use
well.
that during the action phase.
Yes,
correct?
you can use that at any time as a move to be like, I want to declare that I know something.
Okay.
What is that
Also,
called specifically?
Reveal knowledge.
Yeah, reveal knowledge. So at any time you can be like, I know that. Here's how I know that. Spend an intel.
also from a thing, I still have all these assess questions that we can use during the mission.
Well, yes, you have some +1 forwards to act on information you got.
Okay, is this for me or anyone using that?
Yes, when you act on that information.
Okay. All right.
I also have a +1 forward.
How also I want to point out in case X forgot, which I bet he didn't, but also for the audience at home, Odin also has 2 hold left on his.
Yes,
What is
I
it
had one.
called? It's not when is it when a plan comes together, or is it the other one?
Here's the plan. No, it's I love when a plan comes together.
Okay, yeah, so it is when a plan comes together. All right.
I still
Yeah,
have 2.
so you have 2 hold, which you can spend to have an item you need right now, or to be in a place you need to be right now. So you've still got some tactical loosey-goosey hold on the situation.
Mhm.
But yeah, okay. So I think, like I said, that's that was an overview of all your hard and fast items.
Yeah.
And you've got some intel. I think even Claymore has some intel, for instance, he hasn't used.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And just,
So we got stuff up our
Big-
sleeves.
just think about how best to use it.
whenever you might need. You guys were a
Yeah.
little proactive with some of your gear and intel spends, so just hold it back. You never know when you'll need to know something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
good.
same.
Just hold,
Okay,
keep it in the
so
pocket.
So
I've been thinking on the team tasks as per the rules of here's the plan. Metatron.
Yes.
Secure the payload
Gotcha.
and secure safety.
Okay. I assume that's with an S for the payloads.
Yes.
Okay.
S with like a parentheses S.
Gotcha.
Claymore.
Guilty.
Cover the rest of the personnel and be proactive with any disturbance.
Proactive. Will do.
If I give it a shot, I trust you know what you're doing. Squirrel,
Yeah.
keep an eye on all of us and make sure to be fast. Be faster than we expect.
I'll do what I can.
All right. I think
and break.
and because I don't think it applies to myself.
No, I don't. The
No, it's
phrasing
everybody
I don't
aside
think
tasking
works for you
it,
to give yourself a task.
I just had to check.
When you plan a mission, everyone to whom you assign the task takes +1 ongoing when they act according to that task. I don't.
House rule, no, because that's stupid.
I get, like
Yeah.
technically it's phrased so that you can assign you a task, but within the narrative, I'm like, it's like, and me, make sure that you do the thing. Me, got it. Me, like I don't.
And then it's like, I'll make sure you guys are all not dying.
You already get a benefit from this move. If you get paid, you mark experience.
Yeah. So
So to remind everybody about the mechanics of this, you're on the mission. Whenever you act on that task according to the plan, you get +1 ongoing. If you roll a miss or go off the plan, you lose your bonus for this mission.
Right.
I think I made it general enough to cover what we're already going to do anyway, so it should be okay.
It should be okay.
Tasks according to plan.
All right. So with that though, Claymore's gonna reach into his duffel. He's gonna pull out a bottle of sake and four little cups.
All right.
and he's gonna go. Usually, back when I do jobs, I have this little ritual I like to do. It's a little good luck charm. It's our first job together, and we might need a little something to grease the wheels. So Claymore's gonna start passing out the cups. Anyone gonna refuse a cup?
No.
What's the legal drinking age?
What's the
You guys are about to do crimes. I don't think. It
yeah.
Fair enough.
You just better know if you're not white light.
I will. Well, no, because I'm 20. That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh yeah.
You'll Squirrel take one.
Yep.
Don't do drunk, kids.
Well, no, like I said, we're just like they're the small sake cups.
I'll take
It's
it.
like
Yeah.
like half a shot.
It's a
or something.
ceremonial thing.
Yeah.
You take a sip, and actually to spoil it a little, are you gonna go the whole hog? Like, are you throwing the cup on the ground after you're done?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
Yep. So
Sure, why
pass
not?
pass out the cups. Pour everyone a little bit of sake. I'll toast y'all guys, drink it, and throw the cup on the ground, smashing it.
I will
Odin
do the same.
Odin just takes
Same.
all at once and then like hands it toward you, be like, you want to take it back, and then Oshi throws it, then just kind of tosses it somewhere.
I am cultured enough to have known of, because I assume this is actually a Japanese ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, then my character would have. Dallas of the uncultured swine does not know. My character would, of course, know this, so he will do the ritual.
Because it's a courtesy thing.
But
Also, Japan would be a major culture in the area, so before I moved here, I would have studied it.
Yeah, fair enough.
but after that though, Claymore reaches into his duffel again and pulls out the biggest fucking shotgun you've ever seen.
Odin probably like
Nice.
yeah. Like,
Actually, this is a good question. Carnage is custom, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is not something that is available on your everyday gun market.
yeah, probably Odin like has like straps on the rifle and then like the flashbangs and then puts on a face covering.
You pull on your balaclava. You clip your flashbangs to your tack harness. Sling your rifle over a shoulder. You got a 3-point harness.
Is it point the heart? Is it the Kevlar?
I pull out my 2 pistols.
Right.
Wait, I have a very important question about our aesthetics, because
I just
Claymore-
realized something and it annoys me. But
Claymore,
go
you're
ahead.
rocking. You have body armor, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you're fully kitted out, right?
Right.
Like helmet on, armor up,
Mm-hmm.
scarf over your face, whatever.
He's got the mask, or actually
Yeah,
doesn't come out
it's the
yet.
helmet.
So I wanted to ask. So, Metatron, are you still dressed in priest robes?
Yes, I have my armored deacon outfit on. Yes, I know. I realized I just accidentally made a priest from Equilibrium. I got it.
I have yet to
You
see that
are
movie.
an action movie. Okay.
I am a priest from Equilibrium.
I
Hold on,
don't
let me
know
pull
that
up an
movie
image.
So everybody knows Squirrel
Uh,
is dressed in armored motocross leathers, basically.
Yes. And just covered face, everything, sunglasses.
Just put your bike helmet on.
Yeah.
All right. And break. All right. So, Squirrel, where do you want to hang about waiting for the call? Are you going to park it somewhere? Are you going to circle? What are you doing?
I guess park it somewhere.
All right. There's
somewhere-
some empty corpo parking lots you can just hang out in.
Yeah, I'll park in one of those. I guess close by to. Guess probably one of the gates that can take a vehicle.
You're loitering. Go ahead and send your drone up.
Yeah.
Mosquito deployed. All right, gents, going on the inside.
All right.
I've got the greatest. What are the 3 Stooges doing?
Well, we measured out the width and size of Squirrel's car, so we should have a hole ready, or at least we know like how far to make the hole in the fence.
Oh, whoa! So you're gonna upgrade. You're gonna make a car-sized hole in the privacy fence. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought Squirrel was driving in. Oh, right.
No.
No.
that was not established.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was not established.
All right. Well, so you guys are standing at the privacy fence, and Odin is quibbling about the size of the thing.
I will be ignoring Odin and making
Fair enough.
larger than person, because no offense, Claymore, you're a big dude.
Well,
I'll
Claymore's
make a-
actually, this is a very good point. Claymore, you're also carrying your duffel full of bombs, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna make a larger than person, smaller than car sized hole.
That's fair.
In the
All
front.
right. Well, you said you're doing it, so,
Yeah.
buddy, roll cool to act while in danger or act to avoid danger.
And this is technically working towards your task of securing the
Oh
payload.
wait, cool. Hold on.
Yeah, act under pressure. You do get +1 ongoing. You are supposed to secure the item. That means you have to go inside, so you do get +1.
Okay, that's not one of my negative ones. God, get it.
Well, this is what happens when you volunteer for stuff.
Yep.
Right.
All right, so off to the races on this one. I got a 4.
Yeah. Perfect.
Again? Okay.
No, that wasn't Snake Eyes.
Perfect.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
It's still.
It doesn't even say. I guess stuff. I guess fails. Yeah. Okay.
It's a miss.
Yeah.
Bummer.
All right. So,
Oh, this is going on. This is starting wonderfully.
I guess you lost your +1 already because you missed.
yeah, you do lose your +1
Mhm.
ongoing. You have unfortunately goffed the plan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess time to
No, I
replace
got it.
the die.
Okay, yeah. All right, so you go to start cutting the fence. First one drops. And it, in fact, drops because it's boiling hot on the edges, so not even a hard-ass like Claymore is willing to grab it for you. It makes a not-so-subtle clank noise as it drops onto the ground. Inside, on the second layer of privacy fence, you hear the telltale sound of as it sounds like inside the fence at your entry point, some drones have been deployed. What do you do?
Activate jamming
Yeah,
All right.
turn-
So
on
you
my
turn-
face.
Oh, so you activate your face jamming. Okay.
Yes.
Do I have a good in my MC sheet description jam narrative? Jamming permits the jamming of any communications that lack encrypted. Well, no, these are pretty standard issue drones, so whee! All right. You hear the slight, of the drones going off. All right.
Yeah.
Now that probably means that some drone jockey somewhere is going to be like, "Oh, my drones are being jammed," but
Yeah.
you are not currently experiencing a drone problem. So, what are you guys doing?
I will urge people quietly to move forward. It's like, go.
I will do so.
All right, you finish cutting the second section of fence. This one, you're a little more careful about your cut, so you are able to just displace it, slide it back into place. You guys are now inside the yard. It is quite foggy. You've got your, what would you say? Probably a few meters of visibility, not like hundreds of meters, And in fact, there are a couple of those aforementioned Kerberos class security drones just kind of idly waiting there, staring at the hole, kind of waiting. They have a single glowing red optic, which vaguely at your face area. But they don't do anything because they're currently jammed.
I say, team, we do a tactical jogger just deeper in, away from them.
What?
He's saying to advance tactically.
Just to get out of their focus. Because
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to be skedaddle the skadoodling as fast as I can.
So you just want to leave the drones here? How long does that jamming last?
It
don't
lasts as
know.
long as he's got it active and it's next to his face.
Okay.
It lasts until they get out. I get out of the range. I believe I looked. The range was like 50 feet or something. It's not.
It's
big.
not super long, but yeah, it's effective.
How tough are
They would have to-
drones?
Probably not that tough. These are
The-
pretty basic commercial stuff.
Those drones not so tough. The other drones, those are a problem.
Let me see. It says- okay, we can say that these are security drones. So 2 harm will take out a security guard. So
You want to use your silenced pistol?
Well, no, it's like if they can't move, I'm not gonna fire errant rounds. But I do have a sweet machete. I love machetes. Machetes are great.
All right.
So I'll
You wished to use violence in some way?
Yes, I would like to incapacitate these on a more permanent basis with a machete.
All right, roll mix it up.
Take the +1 because you're proactively dealing with a threat.
It's true.
This is true.
Now,
Oh, wait,
do
no,
keep in mind that technically you draw your machete as your buddies do start to jog away, because that's what they said they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, mix it up.
Do I actually want to use the dice roller? I'm scared now.
No, just physically do it. I've.
Okay, fine. That's an 11 on dice. So mix it up as meat, if I remember correctly. That's +2, +3, so 14.
Yep. All right, 14. You achieve your objective,
All right,
and you
cool.
don't have to do any negatives. No, you just machete comes out. You find the little bundle of cables where the spine would be in a normal animal, and just ping, pff, sparks, ping, pff, sparks.
Nice.
And you drag them and put them back in the doghouse that they go in. Just go about your business. All right. So, you guys are, moving on about your business. So we're heading straight to the command center?
Yes, I will jog to catch up.
All right. So,
I'm like
were
standing
we
right
doing
now,
anything particular while we're moving or anything?
Probably in the AI keeping a track of the map location to our position to like, okay, we're here.
Right. Tracking.
This far
Okay.
to get here. Just like.
Yep.
Keep track of anything like moving around, just to keep tally of things. It's like, okay.
All right.
Was that list of people you have? Was that just the drone? Like they don't actually have like any patrolling security guards. They just have nothing but drones, right? If I remember right.
Drone entry points, and then the rangers are internal.
You have observed that they have rent-a-cops on the gates.
Okay.
You know that they have drones. I believe nobody actually did anything to determine the exact security of the building or anything. So you can assume they probably have some kind of on-site response, but they don't have roving security guards.
I have a list of all security personnel.
Oh, okay. It's all security personnel? I thought it was just the cybersecurity.
No, I specifically...
They have a tac squad.
Okay.
But they are standing by because they are a tac squad.
Very well done.
Okay.
Well, like I said, but when catch up is like, we got to get to those drone-jockeys before they actually send out a word.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so you guys want to... That sounds like you guys are trying to move fast. Who would you say is spearheading this particular...
Well, I said I had to catch up, but
I think I am.
yeah.
All right. Well, Odin, it sounds like you need to act against the clock.
Okay.
If your buddies so choose, they can help you with this.
Okay.
But then they have to worry about the whole consequences thing. So they should decide if they're going to help you and in what way first.
Wait, what is he doing?
Help or interfere links.
No, he has to act under pressure to race against the clock to get to the target location before the
okay. Then yeah, I'll help.
Yeah,
I also think
as well.
I also think one of my assess questions applies for this. As in,
which one do you think you would like to apply the +1 forward on?
entry point can be blitzed through if last enough or ID given enough of a fake.
I actually don't think so because you guys are past the entry point. You're in the facility.
Internal security won't be able to respond fast enough, but we know the target before the grab and move.
Okay, that is correct. All right, so you get a +1 forward to this as well, but your
Okay.
+1 forward is used up. That's how
Gotcha.
forward works.
How much do we have to write? How much do we have to roll to get a help?
You just
7
have to
and
make a hit 7+.
Okay, I got a 9.
Yeah, I got a 9 as well.
All right, so what was that, Lucky?
9.
Okay, so you also give Odin +1 forward each, so you've got a total of +3 forward, plus you're cool. However, both your buddies are implicated in the results of your check, so if you roll snake eyes...
we're all moving as a group, so...
Makes sense. Now it follows.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not running without my security.
Okay, so that's a 6 and a 2 on the dice, and the +4, that's 12.
All right. So you do it, no problem. So
right.
you guys are pretty speedy. You are definitely hoofing it low and slow, checking your corners. occasionally when you hear one of those rotorcraft drones kind of overhead, you guys are like, wait, stop, searchlight. You pause, you take a pauser, and you move on. And so you guys are within sight, considering, remember, you guys have to hoof it a couple clicks. You guys are within sight of the central area. And you do notice maybe some increased activity. You see a couple of guys, lurking around by some of the loading docks, chatting. You see a couple of, like I said, rent-a-cop security guards having an eye out. And you do see what looks like a little auto truck get loaded up. A security guard gets in the driver's seat, and you see a couple of... Well, you're not really sure, because it is foggy and it is dark, and I don't think anybody has light amp, do they?
Nope.
Or anything.
By the way, I do want to clarify.
Mhm.
I had turned off my jamming once we'd left the area with the drones in it.
Fair enough. I assume so.
I'm not
All
just
right.
having it active.
Right.
So actually, assuming that Squirrel, I assume you're following these guys with your drone?
Yeah.
Okay. So because you have image magnification, you can zoom in. It's a little dark, but you can see from Mosquito that it looks like they put a couple of technicians. They've got like tool belts and tool bags and all that stuff. Belts and bags of tools. They hop in the little pickup bed of this auto truck, and they start scooting out of there. You can communicate to the group if you so choose.
Sure.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Wait, he said he communicated us?
Yeah.
Claymore will go, what direction is that truck heading?
It's pretty easy for all of you to do. It's heading back the direction you guys came from.
It's like, they probably saw that two of their drones went dark. They're going to go investigate. Time's a ticking, boys.
Yeah, we got it run the clock now.
All right. What are you doing?
So to the building we're going to, how far away over there, or do we just already?
You are within sight of it. You're not right up next to it, but it's maybe a couple dozen meters away.
Is there a keypad lock to one of the doors?
Well, there's a lot of doors. Yeah, most of them are some kind of security lock, electronic lock.
Mhm.
You guys on the ground don't have like light amp or image modification. It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, we got
Let's sneak up.
Okay.
Let's sneak up.
All right, you want to sneak up?
Yes.
Now I've had your roll action under pressure plenty. You are able to close to a door.
Mhm.
Are you gonna like circle the building a little bit so you end up to a door that takes you closer to that data vault you're looking for?
Probably.
All right.
Actually, team, that sounds good.
Well, I mean, a door's a door. Either we circle around and find one, or we go inside and have to circle around.
All right.
I'd rather get inside, out of the sight of who knows what drones they have around.
All right, fair enough.
All right. So I will let you guys know then that there are two means of entrance then that are closest to you. One, there's an obvious normal ass side door. It is a side door, not a main door, because you guys aren't idiots. You're not gonna walk into the fucking lobby.
Say hello to the receptionist.
Yeah, no, that would be great in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, the receptionist is probably, smoking a cigarette with a shotgun on her lap. This is the cyberpunk future. We don't fuck around anymore. But it'll be like a side access door to some kind of central facility. If you check your blueprints, it's probably marked something like, main storage or something, gets you into the back hallways. Or there is that loading dock that auto truck just rolled out of. Now, there are still a couple of rent-a-cops standing by it, but they're just rent-a-cops. So you guys could push on in through the open, loading dock before it closes up and have a little physical confrontation of some kind, or you can try and maintain sneakiness factor and breach a door.
If things get hot, that'd probably be our way out of the building.
Let me double check how reveal is. So I would like to spend my intel to reveal knowledge, because I would like to say that thanks to the documents that I acquired from that drone jockey, I would know that there has been a bunch of recent shipments of RFID tags, and they're being stored in that storage facility right there.
All right.
All right.
There.
Correct. You have spent your intel. You've revealed knowledge. You take +1 forward to exploit this opportunity.
So
So you know that your secondary objective is in that storage zone.
yes, and so I would rather. So it's like I know that, so I'd rather make sure we cross this off the list before we have to worry about anything else. And if it's just like, can we see the side door? Can we see what kind of security it has on it?
You can see that it is a side door. It has some kind of clear electronic lock. You cannot make out the details from this distance. It doesn't appear to have like an overlooking camera or spotlight or anything, though.
Mm-hmm.
So you can walk right up to it and at least look at it without any problems. And obviously, it's a future tech reinforced door, so you can't just. It's not cardboard. You can't just kick it down.
Yeah, I can't machete it. Not this
Yeah,
one.
I was considering using Plano to be like, I have the code, or I use Intel. I have the code for this. I have the code today, but that's
I mean, that's a legit use of real
Yeah.
knowledge. You'd have to explain to me.
yeah.
why you
But
have
like,
the code,
if
but yeah,
I think Claymore already used his knowledge. I think we should just go with what he wants to do.
Well, I mean that.
that doesn't. That's he established that inside the building are the RFID tags.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was more of like basically that point of entry, but no.
No, I added a detail to this point of entry.
What are you doing?
We're going
I'm
to that door.
All right,
to the
Claymore
door.
goes to the door.
All right,
The
go
rest
to
of you
door.
can decide if you want to follow or not.
Okay, we're going to the door.
I will follow.
Okay,
I have-
Claymore, you discover a door.
I'll check the lock.
In fact, it's a looks like it's a hybrid lock.
Mm.
RGC is really big on this. You could swipe a or put close to anyway a employee ID, and it would use RFID to open up. But it does appear to have a manual keypad in case you're dealing with guests or you don't have your card on you or some kind of other redundancy feature.
I- Fair enough. Is it possible if I use Intel to be like, I know the door codes for today?
Yeah.
I assume that'd be like more than just one of the doors, but yeah.
When you reveal your knowledge of your opposition's preparations, disposition, or environment, so
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm using these door codes to open the door quietly.
Okay, well, you're doing it out of order, Axe. So
Okay.
when you reveal your knowledge of opposition's preparations, disposition, or environment, you must do that.
Okay.
You don't ask me that. You say that.
All right. I'm spending one Intel to. Fuck, I'm spacing.
All right, Axe doesn't get it. Okay, fine. He's gonna spend the intel. I'm not gonna spend 5 minutes trying to do the system.
Right. You want me to say how I got the codes? Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, you spend the intel, and how did you describe how you discover that information?
Okay.
But you're fiction first, Axe. You're supposed to do the move first. You should just say, "I have the codes,"
Okay.
and then I ask, "Okay, how did you get those codes?" So, how did you get the codes? Actually, what is a good question? It's been a week. Where did you get this intel from?
I think it's from. Fuck, I'm trying to remember.
Do you have a contact declared?
No.
Okay. Probably must have been then from Assess or something.
It was probably from Assess.
It was from
Yeah.
Assess, so I think it's. Oh. During the time watching, I was able to. During the time the few hours we spent walking around the block, we were able to take some shots of people putting in the code.
Okay.
So like a few different doors.
All right. You know the codes for today.
All right.
All right. You punch in the keypad. The door slides
Sorry
open.
that took a while. I'm really sorry.
All right.
Claymore
We're
goes
in a
in
tense
first.
situation.
Sweeps the room real quick.
Oh. Would you say you're closely studying a person, place, or situation?
I would say so. There's something I'm
All right,
looking
roll
for in
edge.
here.
Roll
What's-
assess.
I think you get the +1 because you are
I think I.
You are
actually-
being proactive. Yeah, I would say the ongoing applies.
proactive and covering and you're covering us. So
Yeah, no, and I'm also acting on my intel.
Yeah, it's true. You know what you're looking for is here, and you're looking for it.
Yeah, so I will roll assess. That is my edge. What do I have on edge? +1. Okay, so +3. That is an 8, so an 11. I gain 3 hold.
All right. You can spend this at any time during the action scene to get info related to what you're looking at.
All right. So looking at this place, is there any particular complication in this area that I need to be wary of?
Okay, so you guys are in the central ops center, right? It's an actual office building.
Mhm.
We've talked before about how RGC is real anal retentive about radio tagging,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Obviously the tags you're gonna pick up are blank. You don't need to worry about that. However, you realize very quickly this thing has like crazy like IR radio tracking, like literal micromanaging timesheet shit. Which means that one, if you dispose of anybody and move them around without like doing something to get rid of their ID tags or whatever, somebody's going to notice if they're going to be moved. But also, if any of these other security systems pick up that there are people who are not being tracked moving around in here, it's going to get a little awkward in here.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming like I see some sensors, I see some some chip readers. I'm just like, It's like there's a lot of tags in here, and we got 3 blokes here who don't have any. That could be a complication, guys. So I'll go into that and say, how can I avoid trouble or hide here?
How can you avoid trouble? This is a perfect Power by the Apocalypse thing. So if you want to hide here, you have just established that you've walked into their back room full of blank ID tags. While you don't have a tech or a hacker, you've got a couple of corpos with you. You could probably figure out a way to like get yourselves some dummy tags. They won't pass up to like post inspection, but they won't freak out either. However, for you to take the time to dig up those cases and set up those tags, you are definitely going to waste enough time that repair detail is going to be like up at the fence and notice something's going on. So your best way to hide is to take a little bit of time, but that may press other things.
All right, so I've asked 2. So we know that there's a big problem with like there's a lot of tagging going on. We can potentially get past it. What do I notice despite that? Yeah, sure, I'll go with this one just so I could be one and done with this. What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
Despite an effort to conceal it. Well, I think it's fair to say that we have established that RGC, they're doing some shady business. They're in with multiple extra nationals, So they clearly have some stuff going on, right?
Right.
And you notice that in this storage area, there are bundles of crates, which clearly have shipping labels, which are for places like Free Arizona, Republic of Texas, Deseret. However, you've shipped out long enough, wait a fucking minute. Those don't have the right custom tags. These didn't come through normal Pacifica Customs. Nor do they have cross-nexus ultra security pre-check tags on them either.
Can I pop one open real quick?
Sure.
I got a machete. Just
you pop it open. What would be I know exactly what it is. You pop open one. You see an inner layer. It's got a rad hazard sticker on it. Looks like it's a lead line case. That's probably uranium out of Deseret.
I'm gonna cut in here. If you don't mind. I pull something out of my pocket that I brought in, and you hear a flash and a click noise as I take a photo of it.
Yep. No?
And slide the camera back into my jacket pocket.
I mean, probably just your phone.
I was probably just going to start taking pictures with, like, Hugin, but...
It's an encrypted phone, but yes.
Fair enough, yeah.
All right.
Anyway, it's all like, oh, that's not good. That is not good at all.
Now, keep in mind, obviously, there's plenty of legit uses for uranium these days. Thermonuclear power couplers, nuclear power plants, radio taggers for medical. But you're really not supposed to bring it in over the border.
And you're supposed to have a bunch. There's supposed to be a bunch of checks and safety precautions and, declarations.
And also, I mean, this may be even a double-ended problem. Deseret's main economic power is the fact that they're holed up in a lot of the Rockies and the western U.S. mountains, so they have access to things like uranium, copper, other things like that, which they may not necessarily be interested in selling for smuggling to RGC. But RGC extracts all this stuff, so clearly they have ideas about where the product should go.
All right. Well,
Oh, this is.
I'll let other people think about that. I'm gonna see if I can score me a few bundles of blank chips here.
All right. With your fully kitted out assess and all that stuff, it's no problem. You start following, shelves. They're the exact same kind of prefab shelves you guys saw outside that you were ducking behind, all that stuff. You go to an area, you find a QR code, you check it with your phone. It says, RFID tags. You find a little hardened case. You're gonna pop it open to check what's inside.
Yep, double check.
All right, it's exactly what you'd expect. Little, thin silicon wafers, maybe with some, gold or alloy contacts in them. Small enough that they could fit into a pocket or be easily chipped into a shipping container.
I'll grab
All
one.
obviously in some anti-static foam packing.
I'll grab one case,
like-
and then I'll be double sure, and I'll grab a second case. Stick them in my duffel.
All right, they go in the bag.
All right. It's like, but I'll jog back to the other guys. Did you guys move from the crate?
I think we got in the
nope.
room.
All right, then. Claymore makes it back. It's like, all right, I got what I needed.
All right.
All right.
It's like, you want to try... And it's like, you guys are a little more corp savvy than I. You think you can do anything with these chips to get us past some of that security, or are we just gonna have to make a little prayer?
I can try. I have some rudimentary hacking knowledge. What would that roll be? Would that be synth?
Okay, so does anybody have any gear left?
Yes, I have 1 gear left.
Okay. So if you want to use that gear, I know obviously I'm not supposed to do that, but we're, new to the system. So you could basically produce an RFID cloner, and you could, have a device that you just slot the chip in and it makes an ID badge kind of a thing.
Is there any other way, or is that the only way?
If you want to do it another way, yes, because I didn't know if you guys would have anything. This would not be like full-blown Matrix hacking. This would be a little bit of a fast and dirty custom move, but I'd basically have somebody roll mind. It would be similar to like acting under pressure. If you got a 10+ with mind, it would be perfectly fine, no problems. If you got a 7 and 9, they work, but they're going to be a little glitchy, and if you get a miss, something bad happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way because I don't want to use my gear.
All right. Or then roll mind to kit bash some ID tags. What are the rest of you doing while he spends, probably 1 to 2 minutes, maybe with a little electronics toolkit, poking some things?
Okay,
I-
so
Well,
I'm
no,
checking blue.
go Axe.
I'm checking blueprints to see, like, okay, so the server room would be this basement floor with this room. Okay, I'm like plotting out like an actual like route for us.
Okay.
All right.
I'll check in with Squirrel. It's like, Squirrel, give me an update on that truck and the techies.
Okay, what are... Right,
What's the trick? You want to know what the truck's doing?
yeah.
All right. No problem. You've got a zoom lens.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to follow their taillights even through the fog. They appear to have parked out by that drone doghouse, but they don't. It doesn't look like they're freaking out or doing anything unusual yet.
All right, we still.
Okay, so they parked over there, but no signs of heightened alertness.
All right, cool.
All right, so
Squirrel, let me know if something changes.
Will do.
that means I, the MC, will let Squirrel know if something changes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have move snowball here because it sounds like what Odin is doing is he's assessing a place, but Dallas has his results. So first, I want to hear how his mind check went.
Yeah,
okay, so I still don't have my +1, right?
No, you have lost your mission bonus, and these guys are not helping you. They're busy doing other
In
shit.
that case, I got a 9. No, I got an 8.
All right, You're reasonably sure you've made some blank ID badges that work. Unfortunately, because you're doing this like by hand, by like physically manipulating the pins in the chip, you know, um, you had to do some basic stuff. So they're not perfect. You had to cobble together some, you know, cheap IDs. So you know they're not going to pass physical inspection by a human. Because you've got fake names like John Johnson, Bjorden's son, and also one of them has a woman's name, like Claire.
My name is my ID's name is Cha Cha Picante.
And they all have those like, you know, when you first sign into a social media site and they give you like a blank silhouette avatar, that's the pictures. So like if a human looks at these, the jig is up, but the radio tags work. So
mine is just a picture of Marilyn Monroe.
yeah, they're all stock photos he got off the internet that are public domain. So yeah, your badges will fuel the security system, but if you run into a human, not that it would be easy for you guys to pretend to be anyway, but this is not gonna work.
Right. Basically, we're probably not gonna try that anyway. So it helps
but
us at least
so I would like you, Odin, to roll edge for assess because you are studying a place.
Let me just check if anything my questions apply. Probably not. So.
Now that would be a little hinky if you could apply assess plus ones to assess.
Fair enough, but there you go. I get plus.
Yes.
At least the roll result is just more how much hold I get, and I at least get +1 because of the computer. So.
Yeah, you do get +1 free. In fact, does it say you get +1 hold even if you fail?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
As long as it's a tactical situation, and we're in a tactical situation right now of being like, how do we get through this quietly and smoothly? Yeah, when you assess in a tactical situation, hold +1 even on a miss.
All right. This is a tactical situation you are planning, so go ahead.
All right, so that's a 3 and a 2, and then plus my +2, so that's a 7.
All right, so you gain a total 2 hold.
Yes, which I think works fine for what we're doing. So let's see. What is my best way in and out?
All right. So your best way in, because there's slashes here. Best way in. You're looking at the plans. You're looking around. So you're still in California. Science hasn't solved the San Andreas fault. So everything is built to be earthquake secure. This means that there are reinforced air gap spaces and emergency access and lots of reinforcement to those basement levels so they don't collapse. This means that conveniently, just outside past this backroom storage area and down a short hall past some middle management offices, you know, nobody important, but you don't have to walk through the bullpen or anything. There's an emergency access stairwell which goes to the upper floors, but also goes down into the sub-basement, which will put you on the level close to the data vault.
Okay. Let's see. What potential complication do I need to be wary of?
So you notice that one of those office-y type rooms, just down the hall from that stairwell you want to get to, is marked "Ready Room," and you're trying to think to yourself. And Hugin hopefully pulls up some images. So yeah, that sounds like the tac squad's break room is right there.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So, I think I'm ready to act under pressure using one of these questions for that +4, but we'll worry about that in a moment.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But okay, that's your stuff going on. All right.
Yeah.
Metatron passes out the ID badges.
All right.
You can just put them in a pocket or clip them to your vest or whatever.
I'll put them in my pocket.
I clip it to my vest, I guess. Big old body armor. And so again, then Claymore returned to Odin's LT. We got a route.
Yeah, we got downstairs right there, secure. Problem is though, it's right next to the tac squad's break room, so we gotta be a little fast.
We either gotta be fast or we gotta be loud. Take your pick, LT.
I'm probably gonna be loud on the way out.
I start moving.
All right.
All right.
I guess we're being fast.
Metatron starts moving.
All right.
All right, Metatron, you go to the far access door. You pop it open. You look in the hall. It's a not straight up darkened because this is 24-hour activity. This is a shipping and storage yard, so there's constantly work. But they've got it on like low level mood lighting, emergency lighting strips in the floor. Nobody is out and about in the halls. You see down one action probably leads you to the aforementioned bullpen cube farm where all those drone jocks are sitting. You can hear the distant sounds of late night office work. You can clearly tell that somebody is watching, probably pre-recorded, but somebody is clearly watching last night's sports game.
Sports ball.
Gotcha.
Got some replays up, some other stuff in there. And then down the hallway in front of you, you can see some clearly mic'd signs. You see some offices for some people with completely impenetrable, opaque job titles. What the fuck is the vice president of reverse acquisition?
The president in charge of the creativity department president.
Yeah, stuff like that. What's the department of redundancy department? But you do see the lovely red emergency sign for the stairwell, and you do also see though the ready room. That you can tell is the ready room because it has a reinforced door with a keypad lock, also with one of those lovely mesh security glass windows that you can see a gentle light spilling out of.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna walk down normally.
As he starts walking, I'm probably gonna take point to cover it. as
Well,
he's
take
walking.
point means you go first. So are you going to
Yeah,
move
no,
out ahead of him?
I'm going to go ahead of you. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right. So,
Claymore will kind of shake his head, but he'll take up the rear.
all right. Claymore in the rear. Odin middle, looking forward. Both of you guys in the back there, guns out, ready
Yeah.
to rock.
I have my silence gun weapon out.
I have probably rifle thing, but I'm holding the flashbang because I feel like if I throw it, cover it, then he shoots.
All right. All right. Outside, Squirrel is still watching those guys, which makes sense. It's not like he can watch you guys now that you're inside a building.
Mhm.
But you notice some movement. Do you want to try and get your drone closer so you can listen in?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I think that's going to be act under pressure. Roll cool for me.
Okay.
I think you should probably get a +1 because you're deadly securing us, like in and out. I think.
I don't know.
I think it's
No,
I
this
think
is something that Claymore told him to go on. He's
It-
not going off plan yet, so he doesn't
Okay.
lose the bonus, but I don't think he gets the bonus.
Okay.
It's
This
more
is an evolving
like
complication.
it's more like sideways.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
But I don't know. I don't think he has anything special to get like this for drones, but if you do have a move that applies to your drones, that might work.
I'm just going to double check. Let's see here. No.
If you get any of your car stats or not.
Drone jockey, no. Yeah,
All right.
second skin does not. Oh, just to Cyberlink vehicle. Drones don't apply.
Yeah, okay. All right, so just roll and act under pressure. How cool can you operate this drone with your brain?
Okay, what is my. Oh, yeah, it's cool. Okay, that is an 8 plus 2 is a 10.
All right, you have no problem maneuvering your tiny, stealthy drone. Just down close enough so that it's built-in audio sensors. You know, everything's got some default shit. You don't have like crazy good sound amps or anything or recording, but you can get it piped to you. And you hear the two. You hear the kind of technicians discuss. It looks like they're fiddling with something with the drone rack, the doghouse, and then you hear them kind of with effort and just clunk. They drop one of the dead drones in the back of the truck. Clunk. They drop the other one in, and you can overhear the security guard gets on his. God, would they even use a short-range radio? I mean, I guess
Probably
yeah, probably. They got all this radio stuff. They would still have a dedicated channel, so he kind of
Probably earpieces.
yeah, he clicks on his headset mic and is like, "Hey, control, we got a possible fence breach. I think we should go to level 2. Yeah, level 2 sounds about right."
Okay.
you hear coming. Maybe you hear loudly out of his earpiece because obviously his headset's way too loud. It's like, Roger, go to level 2. So Squirrel, you're outside near one of those gates, right? One of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
So you see the bars come down, the tire spikes deploy, and it looks like they have locked the yard down. You start to see some extra floodlights get turned on. They don't like go air raid sirens or anything, but it looks like they're securing entrances and exits. They've got a possible intrusion.
Okay.
Expected as
So-
much.
Oh, you didn't jump the fence because it was like a 3-meter tall privacy fence coated in razor wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just like alert them like security alert number 2, spotlights are on outside. And they have tire spikes on the vehicle exits.
Considering how we're
Actually,
getting out.
it's just a chain link fence. Couldn't Squirrel just literally drive through the fence and just be like,
I-
"Fuck this metal"?
I was expecting that. Yeah,
He may attempt to do so, yes. That
Okay.
could
Yeah.
backfire and fuck up his car, but yeah, he could just
Yeah.
smash in there
Okay,
No,
just
if he
no.
really wants to. He
Okay.
can
No,
try.
yeah, that is one of our backup plans.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
double layered. It's like he because it's topped in razor wire. You know, he could get razor wire in his tires or something. But no, he can definitely make an attempt.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, but
And
we're
in fact, if he had a different style of vehicle, that may have been your primary access point. But
It's-
because he's got something a little lighter and faster, it's
Yeah.
you're trying to be cool. But all right.
Yep.
So they've to put this in Metal Gear Solid terms, this is searching,
Gotcha.
Yep. Search
not
mode.
alert.
okay.
Yep.
Caution.
Yeah,
Alright.
caution.
But
So-
We,
Yeah,
let's keep moving.
Yeah.
I guess we.
Metatron, you're in the lead. You just kind of
briskly moving. Not strolling. Strolling is the wrong word. But briskly moving with purpose. Like I know that I need to be somewhere. Because the
Alright.
only thing I'm good at is bullshitting.
Yes. I actually have an idea. For
I
that
have a
next time.
+2 to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a perfect idea of how we bullshit ourselves, but that's for later.
All right. Okay. So you stroll on down. You keep walking. Nobody really seems to mind. You guys. Well, this is an important question for the rest of you. Metatron's obviously walking like he has a purpose. He is gonna cross in front of the window to the ready room, and I assume you're not gonna like look in like a nerd or anything, right?
Nah. We're just,
Well,
I
that's
do
fine.
look in, but they can't tell.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna catch a sideways glance. Okay.
Yeah, because I have a full mask on, so they can't tell that I'm
You
looking in.
see, you see, maybe a dozen guys in, RGC branded, pretty standard issue tack armor, submachine guns and assault rifles. They're not really tooled up. They're, smoking, drinking coffee. But they're definitely ready and armed. But you get to stroll by without no problem. So there are the other two of you going to try and cross the T of the door without any extra effort?
Yeah,
Yeah, just
I
gonna-
will.
All right. Okay. Nobody does anything weird. You are able to walk on by because they are currently distracted by something happening way the fuck outside.
it's working in our favor.
You guys get to the stairwell. It's an emergency stairwell, so it just opens.
All right.
And so you guys are gonna just go downstairs.
Yes.
Just go just close behind us.
All right. For some reason, once you get to the sub basement level, everything's red lit like a submarine. So you get to the basement access door. You pop it open. You guys start to feel a little cold. They've got not a security door on the stairwell, but definitely a environmentally sealed doorwell. It helps prevent fires, but also keeps it cool in the sub basement.
Considering it's probably a server farm, yeah.
All right, so you guys know the rough location of the data vault. You just gonna head on there?
At this point, yeah,
Any
just
particular formation you're doing?
I'll probably start covering point because I actually have mentally know the layout of this floor. So at least just make
Alright.
sure we don't.
Tackman scoots up first.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's I have no. Now that we're past the door, I have no.
You take up the middle. I'll bring
Yeah.
up the rear in case something shows up behind us.
Claymore keeps watching the rear.
Yep.
All right, you guys go down some hallways. These are all, blank slate metal places with, just little signs pointing to this thing and that thing. You look like you've got some central server room here, secure data vault there, HVAC over here, kind of stuff. Everything's decently reinforced that it won't be a problem in a disaster, but definitely a little more like stark and spooky. You guys kind of meander through. And Odin, you peek around the corner to the secure data vault, and you see a very heavy-duty reinforced, not like a literal vault door, but definitely an hermetic sealed maglock door.
All right, cool.
And you see a little kiosk there. It does look like at night nobody is in, but there is a little access point where you would, swipe your badge and be let in.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm going to use my gear.
All right.
I have a business badge of someone that works here.
You got a stolen ID card.
No, not a stolen ID card. Freely given.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to know how I have that?
Yes, describe how and why your professionalism and forethought told you to bring this.
I thought it might be useful, and so I had my contact who works at Rio Grande. I had him give me his ID badge to use for the mission.
All right. Well, that's probably gonna lead to, if there's a problem with this mission, he's gonna get burned. But he's just one guy, and you're like,
Yes.
what is it, like 100 to 200 strong gang?
Also, I would have given him the heads up, so if he needs to relocate, he can relocate.
Okay. All right. So, Metatron reaches into the folds of his robe, pulls out an RGC ID card. You guys are gonna meander up to the door.
Yeah,
Yep.
what's the point?
Door seems secure. However, there is an extra level. This is their secure data storage. So this is archives, blueprints, etc. There is a badge swipe, but there's also a biometric lock for voice print, thumbprint, or retina. Alternatively, there's a kiosk behind some armored plexiglass where you can just get buzzed in, but that would require additional effort.
This is where. This is kind of a stretch, but to ask this, could I technically use one of my plan hold to be that I have some prosthetic contacts for my cybernetic eye to basically duplicate a retina scan?
No, you can spend a hold for that. That's you got a contact. All right.
Or it's like
I was just about to say, we technically have the DNA of one of their employees. Claymore has it all over him.
All right. No, and you don't have to explain that at all. You just like, I have the piece of gear I need right now. I have retina scan contacts. All right.
programming a biometric eye. You
Right.
can fake it. You can fake a scan. It's just you don't say that. You can.
You slot in your eye. You're gonna authorize the scan, swipe the code.
Yeah.
All right. You know, the light goes from red to green. Bing. You hear the slides open. It's on magnetic rails, so it can lock shut and slide open and really fast. And you guys step into the data vault. It's actually, you know, a big vaulted room built in down here. Got some lower and upper access levels. You see some, like, not quite sub basement, but like you walk across a catwalk and there's very clearly a level below you. You see rows and rows of future server racks in armored plexiglass case. By the way, considering you guys were outside Bay City, probably somewhere in the summer. Yes, it is foggy in San Fran, even in the summer.
Yes, it is.
Bays are wild like that. You guys step in here. It's fucking cold.
Mm-hmm.
because it is a server farm and it is chilled. There's even, you can hear air handlers constantly blowing above you somewhere. Whoosh, whoosh. For some reason, there's a light behind one of the fans. You don't know why. Why would anybody do that? But it looks cool on the set.
Is
and in
it cyber power style bright red neon lights?
Oh yeah, no, like everything in here. This is the lighting I got to have fun. Everything is front and backlit with red, so it's all monochrome. And if you stab somebody, it won't. It will. It'll just look like water. In the back of the room, there are a couple of desktop terminals set up to access the thing.
All right, Metatron.
Yeah, I'll
let's
get
put
the
Squirrel's little gift in.
yeah I'll get the data spike in.
You pull out your splinter, your goober. You plug it in the future USB port.
Yeah.
You hear, the data center whir up. You see the login screen flash up. A bunch of asterisks are automatically entered by the device. It has a couple tries before it gets through, but it breaks in. It logs in, and it pulls up a search prompt. You will type in the Project 3i name, I assume. All right, you type it in, and it says, running, and you see a progress bar. And I would like to take a short break.
Okie dokie.
That's her.
I paused.
I will as well. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm going to go pee.
I'm
But I hope everybody's having fun.
pausing.
I feel like immediately after this.
All right, I'm back.
Omen, that's the word I was looking for. That was an omen, if anything.
Yeah, Lucky.
What's up?
I think we've gone, at least in my mind, the parts we need to be quiet for. So from after this point, let's see how far we can push it, and then if we have to go ham, I'm ready to go ham.
I don't know why you need to explain this to me.
Not fair enough. I just needed to get off my mind
Because he's him.
Yeah, that's the only explanation.
Just acts things.
I just need to tell someone something. Also, I think there's just my room's just being really hot right now. It's like,
The what?
my room's just being really hot right now because I just there's not much air circulation, so I have to open my door.
Okay, so just waiting on Omega.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to use my intel for.
Yeah, same.
I still got one too.
We're in the
Actually,
yeah. It's
no,
not
I know I used it.
basement,
I only have
yeah.
one plan hold left, so I might have to.
What does the book say again on that? Let me double check that.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Reveal no.
Back, better than ever.
Okay, now is not yet a good time to unpause the recording.
You don't like my dulcet tones singing? I don't even know if that's copyrighted. His WWE entrance music copyrighted?
It
Probably.
is.
Probably in a really
Well,
dumb way.
some is, but some of it's like fucking Ronda Rousey entered using Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Probably licensing. All right, but if everybody's here and ready to go, I can unpause.
I'm pretty sure for a couple of years, Edge used Super Beast.
All right, we're going again. We're back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys slot in the device. The progress bar is going. It starts ticking. 1%. 4%. 9%. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm assuming that we there's not direct access to the servers below from this catwalk, right?
Oh no, yeah, there is. You can jump down. It's like a short little gap. This is all the data vault. So this is secure data storage.
How armored are these server racks?
I mean, they've got some standard issue quote unquote armored plexiglass there. You know, Lexan pads. It'd stop a pistol bullet, but rig up prize. I would like to point out this is secure data storage. This is not central ops.
Good point. Good point.
This won't help us. It will only.
It'll piss them off, but so
Yeah.
Maybe,
If we had delayed explosives, maybe we could use that as like an
Is it
active
delayed?
threat. But
the remote.
Yeah, it's got a detonator. You can figure it out.
oh, okay.
It's just a chip device. You can set a timer, hypothetically.
I don't feel like I want to piss them off any more than we have to.
Like I said,
That's a fair
no,
point.
If this had been like central ops, I'd be like, no, I'm detonating this shit. But if
No,
it's
that's
just,
Oh no, yeah, that's fair.
but no,
Yeah.
this is just storage, so no.
Yeah.
But Claymore will be giving the servers the hairy eyeball as he thinks about this stuff.
No, that's
Owen's
fair.
probably covering our
I'm
exit
not-
and then thinking about our actual basically our exit movement.
I'm gonna be a lying liar. I didn't think of doing it.
Did
But
Dallas cut out a lot for anybody else there?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there, yeah.
oh, sorry. I'm not gonna be a liar and say I didn't think about doing it too.
Right.
Smash the system.
Once you brought it up, I like thought about it.
But I also thought like what cost benefit analysis. Like if this was the center for their security, then yeah. But
Nah, this is just a
Right.
bunch of data.
and I'm not really
No.
playing a stick it to the man kind of character.
Those servers definitely exist in this building, possibly on this floor, but that's a different access point you have not prepped for. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all
That
right,
is
so
someone
you
else's
you
fault.
guys stare at this. Odin and Claymore stare around at all the corpo knowledge locked in these server racks and
The doors.
think
I
slightly
did-
anarchist thoughts. What about you, Odin? What are you doing right now? Just watching that number tick up.
I mean, Metatron.
No, you. What are you doing? You haven't said what you're doing yet.
Oh,
Metatron technically didn't have to respond at all. He's watching the progress bar go up because he put the thing in.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing 90s hacker things.
The progress bar is going. He's pressing the action button. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I was like referencing the blueprints again to be like, okay, how are we leaving this room? What entry points, operations?
I would
If
li-
something happens right now.
Claymore would like to take cover at a chest-high wall and declare Overwatch.
Yeah, no, fine. For some reason, there's a mysterious chest-high wall in here. You guess it's a space divider. Weird. Okay, you have already assessed this place once, so you
Gotcha.
cannot roll assess again. But that's what you're
Alright.
doing with your time. You're planning. You're thinking.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
could
like
probably cut back up the stairwell. You could go out maybe the same door. Maybe you could go up a floor and cut over. You're thinking about things.
we probably don't want to go out the same way because that actually just a red flag. But maybe.
Alrighty, so the project's ticking on. Squirrel is outside, just idly.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? Those guys. So after they load up the drones in the truck, they head back to base, head back to the loading dock. Are you guys gonna? Are you going to follow them with Mosquito again?
So I'm going to call in my intel at this point.
Okay. all right,
Actually,
when you went?
so I would have done the boring thing that you can legitimately do, and I would have gone to City Hall to request the floor plans for this entire area. And I would like to see if there are any maintenance or ventilation accesses that from here to the train yard.
Ooh, you mean?
Damn, that's actually smart.
Well, yeah, you got them. Okay, so on your phone, while you're waiting,
Oh.
you pull up the blueprints you got. And you went to City Hall, so yeah, they're complete. I mean, there's some corporate security censorship, obviously, because governments are corpos. But yeah, sure. This is you're spending an intel, you're revealing knowledge. Yeah, there is actually because they need to be able to service the drone racks. There are actually maintenance and drainage tunnels running underground from this floor level to the train hangar.
Yep. And I'm going to
Okay.
be informing the group of that.
All right. Odin
I guess
updates
I'll
his
be-
blueprints and starts planning.
I guess I'll just start like finding an entry point to one of these.
All right, so back to Squirrel. You are still gonna. Are you gonna follow those guys, or are you gonna orbit?
I think I'll go back to Odin. Best not to do anything where the drone is in the spotlight.
All right, so you go back. You go back to your loosey goosey orbit. Just waiting on these guys to get the thing done. All right.
Sorry about that intel. Yeah.
Okay. I will say, just to color things, as your boy Squirrel is out there looking around, he does notice that things are definitely picking up outside. You would classify that perhaps the action clock has gone up and the target is at full alert now. So you actually start to see not the heavy shit, but you have to keep your mosquito pulled up a little because they are actually like sweeping some of the areas near. Tac squads haven't been deployed, but they've definitely got drones patrolling areas near your previous entry point.
Okay.
And in general, they are, they've locked down the entrances and exits to the yard. They're looking around.
Are they looking anywhere towards any of the corpo parking lots?
No, they're not looking outside. They assume
Okay.
that somebody has entered, so they are
Okay.
looking for intruders. Eventually, they'll probably start being like, "Hey, is there anybody inside our main building right now?" But unless these guys do something to make some extra noise, they're not doing that right this second.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just say, hey, full alert status outside.
All right.
No heavy shit.
That means
Like I said, they're level 2. They were level 1 already because they were like, "Man, we're having a weird day." Level 2 is now like, "Okay, something is definitely happening. We should find out what's going on." If they get to level 3, that's we found out what's happening and we're gonna fuck its shit up.
We're deploying every asset that's on base to this threat that's appropriate.
So, all right, you guys have you're waiting. 75%.
Probably making sure
80%.
that Odin's probably spending, as Metatar probably mentioned about the maintenance cell, he's probably going to find an entry point to one of those tunnels we can use.
All right, yeah, you map a place. You may have to do some more creative lock picking or door opening, but yeah, you can find access to a tunnel.
Gotcha.
90%, 95%, 99%, 98%. Ding! It's done.
Okay.
98%, 97%. Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh shit!
No,
it was-
it miscounted, but it got it. All right. And so it shows you operation complete. You can verify that the data has been flash loaded to the data crystal you've got.
Yeah.
So you've got the blueprints. They have been extracted and deleted from the central server.
I upload part of it onto my partition.
Oh, you also have partition?
That's the one I have. I have partitioned and jamming.
Okay.
Because
Just
I
make
feel
sure.
like
Yeah, I was- double check.
partition.
I
To
do
me,
believe you get
partition
two
is
tags, yes.
partition to me is safer than encrypted. Honestly.
Well,
'Cause
yeah, it's
the-
inaccessible partition. So you
Yeah.
have the Johnny Mnemonic courier drive.
yeah,
So
we have a group chat that is just us. That is all that it calls.
yeah, so you dump the data to your VPN basically. I assume you're going to keep the physical shard as well.
Yes.
All right, cool. You put it in your pocket. The desktop display does not go to sleep. It now says executing operation 2 of 2.
It's destroying things, remember?
right.
Oh no, it already
Yeah.
destroyed him.
Wait.
Can I?
You
should
guys,
go.
Metatron, you know stuff about computers, right?
Yes, I have computer knowledge.
All right, so you start looking around at task managers and stuff. Yeah, it does appear that now that it has flashed that data you want, some other subroutine included on the goober is now
Leaking the data.
extracting all internal pay data reports and accessing checking corporate bank account history, tax records, etc., and is just gonna shoot it all up to somewhere on the matrix. Okay, so this is the complication from Squirrel's hacker buddy
that's fair.
Wildside because
We should probably go.
he was not willing to pay enough to get a professional hacker anyway. So Wildside's getting some side action. So you're pretty sure that some kind of internal audit is going to figure out that there's something big going on in data servers soon. What do you do?
We should go.
It's time to book.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
no, we go down the maintenance tunnel towards the area.
All right.
Okay.
Wait. You know what? I'm gonna leave the worm in.
All right.
They'll keep-
Okay.
That doesn't keep our data crystal, right?
Well, yeah, no, you pulled the device out. It's already uploaded the stuff.
Oh, I
so
don't
it's
care then.
technically
Yeah,
in
no,
your command.
I'll do. Let the hacker have his fun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's just that it's adding additional security flags. You maybe didn't
As
want.
long as we don't have to be there, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh no,
go.
yeah, it's co-opting internal network and stuff. I'm just saying somebody's gonna notice when this data bomb goes off and Wildside, gets the normal future hacker stuff where he gets, like I said, boatloads of pay data history, bank accounts, routing numbers,
You can
tax
do so-
tax
You
refunds.
can do a big extortion thing or blackmail. So yeah.
Yep.
Standard issue corporate blackmail job, or he finds unsecured corporate bank accounts and
Well, or it might show up on the web as like some protest hacker thing.
Mhm. Or he'll market it, he'll sell it off on the dark web for some cred. But you guys don't care. You're skedaddling.
That's not our problem.
I do believe that technically, the one who actually said I go to the maintenance tunnel was Metatron. So I would like you to act under pressure, sir.
You get a +1 from the intel.
That's true. You were acting on your intel, so you do get a +1 forward.
What do you need me to roll?
Act under pressure. You actually said that you are going to a specific place with your skedaddling.
Yes,
So.
I'm going to we're going to the drone because so far we haven't alerted the
Yeah,
everyone
but
yet.
you're going to maintenance hatch. So yeah, roll act under pressure.
Yeah.
You guys are
also-
trying to get out of here fast.
You're also
Ooh.
securing the payload, so you also get.
We have a +1, right?
You got to
You
make
Yeah.
already broke it, yeah.
No, I fucked up already. But
Yeah.
regardless, that's a 10. That's
Yeah.
good.
All right, yeah, you do it, no problem. All right. As befitting the fact that he's probably carrying the lightest gear out of all of you, Metatron, not sprints, but like you guys tactical jog your way down to the tunnel. You actually find it. It's a maintenance hatch, so other than you have to pull some levers and jigger it open, it pops open. And behold, you see in front of you a maintenance crawl space. It does in fact mean a crawl space. So there is a dark, dingy, lit every 10 meters if you're lucky by a little emergency light. It, smells like wet asphalt and brake fluid, I guess, because cars don't run on oil anymore.
Odin takes his right middle finger and his right pointer finger and taps the side of his head, and his eye gives a slight light off.
All right, he activates flashlight mode. It's not very good, but it's something. And yeah, like I said, it is a crawl space, so if you're short, you can duck walk, but otherwise, hands and feet. So now I would like to ask who's going in the hole first.
Claymore's
I'll
going
go
last because he's big and heavy and got stuff, and he's gonna take a minute.
As the small nubile one, I probably should go first.
Okay, I'll
Alright.
take middle.
Because no offense, I guess this makes perfect sense. I am much leaner and thinner than the two soldiers.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Odin's not like a big, huge dude, but he's also not. I wouldn't
Tiny.
say you're probably not tiny either. You used to
Nah.
work security.
Yeah, I used to work security, so like I
No,
So-
and I am also a 20-year-old boy. Like,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you're also have recently been, horribly injured, so maybe you've lost some muscle mass.
I mean, I lost an arm, so that's some
Yeah.
muscle mass off.
All right, so I assume gun out. You're gonna crawl.
Yeah.
You are backlit by Odin's little, basically pocket pen light of his eye.
you can at least see
Uh,
where the fuck you at least see what's in front of you.
Yeah, you can vaguely see, what's immediately in front of you, and then you can see the next light, and you're gonna start scooching.
You have this lovely background of just hearing Claymore in the background going, "Fuck, shit,
Over the coast, we'll have a few laughs. So actually, this is a good question because Claymore, you're fully kitted out. You got
Mhm.
some big shit.
Mhm.
How are you maneuvering through this tight space?
I can
So
also move a
basically, what I had to do is I'm crawling. I basically hooked my duffel bag around one of my feet, so I'm dragging it behind me, and my fucking shotgun is basically I'm basically straddling it and just kind of scooching it up with me as I go.
All right. Yeah.
Can I hold his duffel bag for him?
No, don't touch my shit.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
No, you definitely cannot. It is behind him, behind you. So no, you've missed that opportunity.
I
Sir.
mean,
Fair enough.
I technically also have a bag, but it's also empty. So it's
Yeah,
the
no,
bag
this
the
bag,
drone
this
goes
duffel,
in.
this duffel has 2 cases of arctic, a bunch of explosives, and spare
By the way,
ammo.
so if at any point anybody has an opportunity to hear this, which there's no guarantee because you are in a concrete tunnel that's probably a meter on a side or a meter and a half, but if there's ever an opportunity for anybody to hear this, they're gonna hear the shit out of you guys coming because at the very least, Claymore is not quiet as
No.
his
Yeah.
Kevlar knee pads scrape across the ground. His shotgun occasionally clatters on the floor, and there's that of the duffel bag behind him.
Yes, but yeah. Good thing we're in a very thick and tiny tunnel that no one will fucking look right now.
All
we'll
right.
see. I guess while we're doing
Do
that,
any of you have any tools to listen in on enemy comms? Do you think?
I mean, I have a communication device in my head.
I got a communications relay that's encrypted.
Oh, you have an encrypted comms relay also?
Yeah.
Okay. So outside, Squirrel, you don't really see anything change. It's more of like a mood thing that you realize that
Okay.
hold on, okay, they're you start to notice the drones are starting to broaden their search. They're starting to meander around. What you guys hear on the inside after you're probably about, I'll give you a good solid 50% of the tunnel. Those of you with comms start to hear enemy radio chatter of we've been talking to the security breach of the data vault. There's an unlicensed upload going. Somebody secure it. Tac Squad 1, there now. Tac Squad 2, stand ready. And so they're gonna start. They're gonna go check that out. Do you guys do anything different with this information?
Faster!
Move it a little.
All right, you start crawling faster.
Claymore cannot crawl faster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a limit to how much faster you can go. Double time. I can't go any faster, LT. So another, 5-ish minutes later,
That's fair. Yeah.
you hear a second report. This is Tac 1. Data vault secure. Nobody found. Cancel the upload and process. They might have got a partial data package. We're gonna sweep the floor. And they're like, Tac 2 is like, Roger. Tac 2 also sweeping. So they're gonna internally sweep the building for intruders. They're probably gonna start checking data files, which means they may find your fake IDs in the system now.
Okay.
And eventually, once they're done with the building, they're probably going to check the maintenance tunnels, but not right this second. Yeah.
But how far? Because we have the blueprints. How far do you think we're in the maintenance tunnel? Are we still under the building, or like more just?
Oh no, you're on the middle of the yard. You're about halfway to the train hangar. So.
Gotcha.
You've probably passed some drainage grates, or access manholes, in your time. So if you wanted to, you could just pop out of the maintenance tunnel if you don't like being in here anymore.
I'm heading towards the objective.
Yeah.
Claymore doesn't try to leave, but you definitely hear him mutter, man, this is fucking bullshit. When I get done, I'm gonna get me a chrome doll. Fuck it, I'm gonna get me 2 chrome dolls. And 2 flesh dolls. I'm gonna fucking party. It's cause bullshit, man.
Metatron is silent.
Claymore just lights up a bullet behind you in the tunnel.
I hand him one for on the ground.
Man, I should have just brought the fucking sake bottle with me. If at least I was drunk, man, I wouldn't be caring so much about this fucking bullshit. Fucking tighter than a fucking virgin bleep, and the bullshit, and the goddamn the bleep, and the.
Oh no, he used up all our F-bombs. We have to censor him.
I mean, we're already R-rated, or we're already on HBO Max. So it's fine.
Are we on HBO Max?
Yeah.
Great. I hate us eternally.
I mean, perfect.
All right. So, yeah.
What
I
is that
swear to
about
God,
where?
if one of you rip ass, I'm firing this shotgun.
So we have what you're saying is we have great programming, but fucking terrible UI.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Yeah. So your killer is not happy at all with this situation, but you guys are maneuvering.
I mean, hey, when we get out of this, when we get out of this, I'm expecting we're probably just gonna be shooting things anyway. So hopefully, we'll see.
All right. But you've got a great many things that you're working on. Alrighty. Yes, I don't think there's any further basic moves to call for where you go. So, if you guys are continuing down your path, possibly going a little faster than normal, Metatron, Odin lets you know when you come to the little set of access ladders that will take you up into the. Let's say you'll just go straight inside the train hangar.
All right, I'm gonna go do that.
All right.
Sound
You
like Safe Boy?
undog the hatch, lift it up. You are in a concrete floored building that is covered in ultra high speed maglev rails. If you've got any teeth fillings, they may vibrate slightly as you come up out of the floor.
My entire head starts vibrating.
Yeah. Also, by the way, actually, I should say this before you decide to pop out. When you pop open the hatch, it gets a whole lot brighter in this tunnel because, unfortunately, since the security is up, they've got these bloody great giant fluorescent lights in the top of this, literal hangar building. So it is bright as daylight outside in the hangar. Are you still going to poke your head up?
Yeah.
All right. You see a train hangar. There are, like I said, maglev rails crossing the floor. There are several large rolling doors or secured panel doors, which, link up the rails so you can come in and out. You see, built into the scaffolding above you in this place are big loading cranes, which can transfer cars from track to track, can load cargo on cars. You see in one corner just a giant stack of, bog standard shipping containers. You see, lined up, idling by, there are several, maglev train cars. Most of them are cargo cars, so they're just box cars or flatbeds. You see in another corner, there's there's like an engine, it looks like, a control car up on blocks, which is currently being maintained. You also see in the other corner of the room several obviously armored train cars because they are twice as thick and heavily reinforced. And at least they've got what look like a couple of machine gun nests built into the top. So those are obviously armored train.
We know which one the prototype's in, right?
Yeah, we should.
Yes, you know which car it is in because you got its exact location with the intel roll, I believe.
All right, I'm making a beeline towards that.
Can I grab him and hold him back?
Yeah, you have enough room in the ladder to pop up.
Sorry.
You probably bang Odin in the face with your duffel when you do so, but yeah, you can secure him.
It's all like, priest, we are in the middle of a security situation. We know there's Texas Rangers around here fucking somewhere. Hold up.
Sorry. I got nervous.
All right, so I would like from the little bolt hole to look around and see if I can spot any fucking threats, security, or anything in the general area.
Well, it sounds like you're sizing up a charged situation.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll edge for me. Roll a set.
I'm helping.
All right, he helps.
I also
roll-
help.
So there's just like 3 heads popping out of this fucking hole.
Yeah, it's like,
It is the Three Stooges.
also
All
in
right.
this case, I assume your +1 applies because you are secure. You are covering us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He has to roll. You guys have to roll help or interfere first.
Yeah.
I did in fact help.
Can't Squirrel help in
What's
this
your total?
case?
7.
Okay.
That's the help number, right?
7 plus.
I-
take a +1 forward.
I got a 4 and a
Okay.
6, so it's 11. So just take a +1.
All right, so you take a +1.
Okay.
So Odin gets able to get out of this without any problem. What were you saying, Squirrel?
Can Squirrel help if they're outside?
They are not outside. They're inside a hangar building.
Okay. So can't
You
help.
would probably, because you have secure comms, you would know roughly where they are, so you
Yeah.
can position your drone nearby.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
but you can't really like there are some like high windows, but you can't really see inside to like give them an angle.
I'll just have my drone over there at least.
All right. Okay,
Alright.
so yeah, you get +1 forward from both their help, and you also have +1 ongoing from mission.
Yes. So I will roll. That is a 9 on dice. So enough. I think that's what.
12,
12.
13.
It's like a 12, yeah.
All right.
So hold 3.
Hold 3. Who or what is my biggest threat in this situation? I'll ask Fert.
Okay. You got the hairy eyeball out for them. Like I said, you know the Texas Rangers. You've tangled before.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lovely, large second-story control room with big open windows looking out, and you see out of the corner of your eye the trademark long brown coat and hat of a Texas Ranger. You know, sipping a coffee. You think there's maybe, there's got to be, they got like their feet propped up. They're playing poker, Texas Hold'em, of course.
They live
But
into
yeah,
the
there's a whole squad of maybe just under 20 of these guys just sitting by on station.
Would this qualify
looking
as
out.
like a small gang or just a gang?
If you were to ask about its size, yes, this would be a small gang of Texas Rangers.
Okay.
They are well armed and well trained, but technically they are wanted. They're not supposed to be here.
Okay. So next question: how are the Texas Rangers vulnerable to me?
To you specifically,
Mhm.
well, they're in a big open plate glass room, and you're armed with an automatic explosive shotgun. If you wanted to start the party early, you, because you are Claymore, would have a significant tactical advantage to harm and disrupt them before they can get their shit together.
All right.
I have a suggestion. But
And what is my best
got
way
one.
to the Texas Rangers? I guess it's best way in, but I'm being specific here.
Way in, way out.
Dude,
way
how
past.
is
way
this horrible
two?
to you?
So maglev cars are not quite like regular train cars. Obviously they don't have a lot of space in between them, but they are enough cover. You could, not like you did in the tunnel, but you could tactical belly crawl your way up and just, there's an open stairwell up to the catwalks and just, walk up to the office if you really wanted that kind of party.
I kind of do.
Brief question. For what, of the train car we're looking at, or the one we're looking for, how is it locked? Is it just secure doors? Is it?
I mean,
more
yeah, it's a
locked?
train car. It's got armored doors.
All right, sealed.
Yeah.
How's it locked?
You don't know from here. It's way over there.
Fair enough.
All right. So
I would like to point out that deliberately nobody, when rolling research or anything, asked the question about how secure something was. So you guys don't know what the security's like.
So this
Yeah.
is what Claymore's gonna do. He's gonna pass his duffel to Odin. It's all like, the any key's in here. I'm gonna go
All
take
right.
care of the guard dog. And Claymore's gonna wiggle out and start quietly making his way over to the Texas Rangers.
Would you say that you are using violence as a solution first when other opportunities are available?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you go ahead and mark XP, buddy?
Yeah.
Again.
So while Claymore is doing that, I'm going to be making my way quietly and stealthily towards the train car.
I'm going with him to the train car, yeah, because I'm going to secure the.
Okay, so I think this means both of you are separately rolling act under pressure to avoid danger.
Okay.
Claymore's trying to stealth his way up to the pace and not get his cover blown, and you guys are trying to get to the train car.
All right.
All right. So
Well, apparently I'm a ghost because I rolled double sixes.
Boxcars. All right, you're fine. You do it. Odin can ride with you. It's not a big deal.
question for assess. Do I get a +1 each time I'm acting on each answer?
No, you get +1 forward when you act on the answer.
Oh, just +1.
So
okay.
you get +1 forward when you act on answers you got from your hold. So
Okay,
you are
okay.
acting on all of your answers are related to the Texas Rangers, so they're not very spread out. But yeah, you get a +1 forward on this next roll.
Which
Okay,
you can
okay.
use 3 times.
Oh, I
Well,
guess
yeah,
that's true.
if you do it on different stuff, yeah. But
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm still on the mission because I am removing obstacles.
No,
Yeah,
you're being
we're
proactive.
actually-
Yes.
And yeah, so that will give me a +2. Okay. Oh, will synthetic nerves, will that assist as well?
How is that phrased again?
Let me. I dropped my dice. Let me pull it up here real quick.
I can look it up too.
That's implant weaponry. Synthetic nerves.
uh,
None of
plus
your
one to make-
enemies have sent nerves. Take +1 beforehand. If switching where reaction time is critical, take +1 to act under pressure.
No, I don't think
Okay.
the reaction time is critical yet.
Okay. Then it's just +2. That is 5, so that's 7. What's 7 on this?
You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. A worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Okay. So, the actual asset recovery team has gotten to the target. You've got a duffel full of explosives if you need to get in there. Which you may. It is an armored train car. And unfortunately, your employee ID badge doesn't work for it. So, you'd have to come up with a solution. Claymore goes off on his own business. You're a little lighter now. You're doing great. Until you accidentally, as you go to raise yourself up and get out of the train yard, you. Let's see. Worst outcome.
So it's less like a surprise attack and more like a duel, I guess.
I'm thinking about what's the best outcome here. Oh, no, I got it. Perfect. The door opens to the stairwell you're getting close to the bottom of. You hear from inside somebody say, "All right, I'm gonna go out to the coffee machine. Get another pot. See what's going on. You guys stay cool." And you can see a Texas Ranger wearing, officer's bars on his coat, step out onto the catwalk above you.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you can dive for cover now and not get caught, or you can engage right now and not be in your cool ultimate position you liked. Because there's a guy he's literally about to turn around and look right at you. I will say, if you want to keep that experience, Mark, you should probably shoot him. But you don't have to.
Oh, you can undo it. Okay.
Well, yeah,
he hasn't actually done violence yet.
Yeah, done
Yeah.
violent. No, I like experience. So yeah, I'm just going to level my shotgun at the man and be all like, Texas don't got the monopoly on big things, motherfucker. And pull the trigger.
I would like you to roll mix it up for me, sir. You are attempting to seize control of the building from the Texas
I
Rangers.
think you get a +1 from the plan and a +1 from your nerves.
There's no guarantee that he's the only one with synthetic
Yeah, no,
nerves.
I'm not going for synthetic nerves, but I think I still get one from assess because they are vulnerable to me and my gun.
Yes, you are acting on your answers.
And the one
Take +1
from
forward.
+1 forward and the +1 from the mission, so that's still a +2. So I'm rolling meat.
Yep.
So that's +2. So that gives me a +4. Okay,
Here we go.
here we go. Okay, I rolled double 2, so that's a 4. Thankfully, +4, so that brings me up to 8. So
All right, 7 and 9, choose
Damn.
2. So you have achieved your objective, which means you have seized control of the building. But you must choose 2. You make too much noise, advance the relevant mission clock. You take harm as established by the fiction. Your ally takes harm as established by the fiction. By the way, these guys have big revolvers. Something of value breaks.
Well, let's go with you make too much noise, advance the relevant mission clock.
I will advance the action clock.
It doesn't make sense for my allies to take harm because they're not in this.
I mean, it could. This is probably gonna devolve into like you start with a couple of frag shotgun rounds to that guy, and then you move over, and it's gonna turn into a crazy room spanning firefight.
No,
Right.
I'll take harm as established by the fiction.
Okay, let me go look up how much harm a big boy revolver does.
Bang.
Yeah, is this the one?
It's like 3.
So how much harm would you
3.
inflict?
Me?
Yeah.
5 AP. Oh shit, that's right. Hang on. Oh wait, no, that's only on a miss. Never mind.
Yeah. Only on a miss do you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so
think
these
this
guys
kills
have heavy
most people.
revolvers. You are both the same size gang, so you don't take extra harm.
Mhm.
You also don't inflict extra harm, but still pretty cool.
Mhm.
So yeah. Well, so at 5 harm, that's more than enough to take out all these guys. Like that's a full blown take out.
The whole
You're not sure if all of them are dead, but you fucking Tony Montana with your automatic exploding shotgun.
it's like a Doom Eternal moment of literally it goes Gatling and everything's just dead.
There's explosions. There's bodies of the Texas Rangers flying out of plate glass windows. The floor collapses. Computers and control panels go everywhere. Sparks. Shrapnel clips some of the lights, so those explode into giant showers of sparks that fly around you. Unfortunately, you do in fact get shot a couple of times. So you would take 3 harm by default. How
3
much
harm.
armor do you have?
2, but let me double check. Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Body armor's 2.
All right, so you suffer 1 harm, so fill in the first segment of your harm clock.
Harm clock.
And I would like you to roll plus harm for your, harm roll.
Mm-hmm.
This is the scary one.
Let's see here. So I do have thermal plating, so this should remove 2 from my roll.
So do you -1?
Yeah, I'll be -1. Let's see here. Hang on, I gotta mark harm clock 1 segment. 1 segment.
As you take a couple of magnum-loaded bullets. Luckily, they didn't have time to choose their special smart ammo to be AP or anything. But
Yeah. So it's harm -1.
They wish they did.
I rolled a 6, so -1 is 5.
all right, you're fine.
Cool.
All right, you take a couple hits. They're obviously they don't feel great, but with your internal armor plating and the fact that you're wearing Kevlar, it's just bruises and flesh wounds, nothing permanent, nothing stops you.
Mm-hmm.
You've been shot by actually worse.
However, outside you hear bank alarm type noises, ringing bells, alarms go off. The fire suppression system kicks in from all the fires you started.
I think by this point, Odin and Metatron are probably trying to set up the explosives in this chaos.
Wait, I'm not immediately going towards explosives.
Alright.
Yeah.
I want to check the lock first.
I mean, it's locked.
I would like to assess the security and see if there's anything I can do about it.
So you're going to study this situation, right?
Yes, I'm going to assess it because I have not
right.
assessed at all. This.
Sure, go ahead. Roll assess. You're studying the situation. It's fine.
By the way, I'm rolling with synth because I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Also,
Right.
because wait, what is assess normally?
Edge.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Rough ones.
My edge. Yeah, they're
what gives
both
you the
lines.
ability? Just for the people at home, what gives you the ability to roll?
Cybercoms.
Okay.
Whenever I assess in a situation, you may. Oh, never mind. That doesn't. Never mind.
Well, it's the same roll, but I was gonna. It's when you do it for like radio or something. I bet, right?
Yeah.
9 in total.
All right, you get 1 hold.
Okay.
So you can ask 1.
Sorry. This is the first time I've actually done this.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe I should pick one of my extra moves and just get that techie medic thing and be like, I'm gonna fix myself right now.
Okay.
You also could take the thing if like we have technically then 4 armor.
I mean,
What is the
Anybody
best
can
way?
roll
Oh
with
well,
apply first aid.
I guess this just. What is the best way to get in
Best way to get in
without
It is those-
damaging the drone? Sorry.
without damaging it. The best way is still because they're gonna be inside a case inside this car. The best way is definitely still those explosives. They're
Okay.
breach, so they're AP. They're loud and messy, but you've already lost stealth. So your best way in is to just have somebody cue up the detonator, draw a square or a smiley face or something, and go ham.
On it.
Yeah, draw a bat symbol. Just for old time's sake.
All right. Are you gonna signal that to Odin then?
Yes.
All right.
All right, Odin. Well, so these are, I believe, plus dangerous. So I'm gonna need you to roll act under pressure to set them up properly.
Okay.
And if you
Can I-
want to
can
say
I
what
help
kind of
him?
shape you're painting,
Or no?
I don't really think.
Do I get a plus? I can't use this information, right?
I mean, I think
Can I
if
help
we,
him? But
I'm about to say, I think we said you had multiple applicators, right, Claymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can help. That just means that you're at risk as well because you're
At
also
risk
painting
yourself,
with
it's fine.
explosives.
That's fine.
You don't
That's
have to.
fine.
Well, I guess that's that person becomes implicated in the consequences. Is yeah, you're
Okay,
kind of
Fair enough. All right, so yeah, you can roll help, roll plus link.
Yes. And this is
If you miss, you miss. That's it.
it's cool, right?
No, helping is plus links.
Oh.
It's a +1.
Oh, I helped you. I got an 8.
All right. Well, that means if he still fucks it up, you're in a bad way. But yeah.
That's fine. If he fucks it up, we're in a bad way anyway. So.
By the way, outside, Squirrel, you observe that like full blown tack mode is going. We're
guys.
firing stuff up. Everything's going.
Guys,
Squads are
In a
leaving
minute.
the building.
You're here
Okay,
in a
so
minute.
That was a 3 and a 5 and a 1, and his help gives it a 10.
Claymore will yell over comms. It's Squirrel, prepare for exfil.
All right.
Okay, so 10.
All right. You do it.
what was that?
Prepare for exfil.
Yeah, I had to take off my headset for a bit.
Oh, sorry, my dude.
Yeah. So,
All right.
so
So you do it. So you have correctly applied the detonator.
Mhm.
Well, you've applied the explosives in the shape. You got the detonator prep.
All right.
You gonna stick it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Get down.
So you're primed. Remote or timed?
Remote.
Okay.
Just gonna hold on to this thing and then just take.
Okay. So you
Make
guys
sure we take a distance.
scoodle to safe distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Squirrel, are you doing anything in response to what Claymore said?
he's turning Buddy on.
oh, that's fair.
You activate your combat drone buddy.
Yeah.
Pops out of your trunk.
Yeah.
Are you gonna send him to do anything particular? Actually, that's right. We talked about this. Is Buddy autonomous?
Yeah, autonomous.
Okay, so are you gonna just give him an order?
Yeah, I think I'll give him an order, like, get those guys out.
All right. Bark.
Fetch. Fetch.
Yes. Buddy gives you an affirmative and just goes tearing off. Clank, 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 clank. It leaps the fence. And is now en route to your position. Everybody's, HUD updates with a little moving triangle in green that says Buddy.
Perfect. All right, so David just boom.
Not boom.
Oh,
Click.
it's click. Crouch.
Click, click, click.
Fuck.
Tap it a couple times. Hey, so here's your complication. So remember how these fell off a truck like 10 years ago?
Defaulting.
Yeah, your detonators appear a little screwy. You're gonna have to need to get closer to get it to proc or find some alternate way of setting off the explosives.
Can I shoot it?
I was literally about to say, what happens when you shoot plastic explosive?
I do actually believe when you fire, if you fire at C4 because it's pressure and heat, that does actually work.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just take a distance and I'll take a shot.
I fire my flechette pistol at it.
I don't actually think that will work.
I know, like I'll.
No?
no,
It's an armor penetrating flechette.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
metal
what flechette
that's
means.
metal threading. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
I can take a shot
you,
with my rifle.
you do yours.
All right, I'll just.
Okay. What's the most?
This rifle's 3 harm.
No, I mean when you, it's not technically an armed force, but I think we can say this is mix it up. Roll meat. You're using violence to secure an objective,
Well, shit. Okay. there we
and
go.
technically the explosives are armed.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that way. So roll
All
meat.
right. All right. All right. There's that roll. There's a 5 and there's a 6. So that's an 11. Fuck.
All right, you've achieved your objective. Pop, bing, blows out. The panel falls to the floor. Clank.
Okay, I run
All right,
towards it.
all right. You dash over. You hop up in the car.
Yes.
You probably cough a little because there's smoke pouring out of it. All right,
I'm wearing a mask.
fair enough. Maybe your eye stings.
I mean,
a
is your
little bit.
mask hermetically sealed?
No, but it does have air filtration.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you don't cough, but you might have to like wave it away from your one good eye.
Yes.
You roll up. Not that I'm saying this is slowing him down, but what are the rest of you guys doing while that's going on?
Claymore
I'm
will be
having-
making his way to rejoin. Well, do these Texas Rangers? No, these Texas Rangers probably don't have anything interesting. So
Do you want a huge revolver or a huge knife?
I got a huge knife, but a revolver is cool. Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
take a
you can
trophy.
literally pick up a big revolver. I
I'm gonna
believe
pick
it's
up
called
some
heavy
bullets.
revolver.
Can you swipe one of those for me?
I'll pick 2.
Yeah, that's actually an upgrade.
All right, you have acquired X2 heavy revolver, 3 harm close / near reload loud.
Claymore shows back up. He has a cowboy hat on top of his helmet for some odd reason.
Nice.
Had fun, I had fun, I assume.
Well, yeah, Odin, what are you doing?
Rifle out, looking towards the out point, the external point to the hangar and be like, okay.
All right, you're watching the exits. You're looking for threats. Okay.
Yeah, just like,
All right. Metatron, you hop up in there. You start looking. You see rows and rows of secured cases, armored cases, shipping containers from all over, all of which are postmarked to be heading out to Arizona. But you do find one secure case labeled Project 3I. It is about the size of a heavy toolbox, but it's a military-style hard case. It's got a carry handle.
I
Do you
put
want to
it
just
in-
pick it up?
No, I put it in the bag that I brought.
Okay. Would it fit in the duffel?
It's a huge duffel bag.
Sure. Yeah, you future polymers. Okay. So you take the hard case, you put it in your soft case duffel, zip up the duffel.
Yes. I asked Odin for more explosives.
So he says, Odin, pass me the bombs.
oh, sorry, I was thinking something. Leans in, drops the bag.
I spray all over the inside of that train car.
Are you trying to do this in a rapid time frame?
Yes.
Okay. I would like you to roll to act under pressure as well.
I will.
That's fair.
Wait, I will assist. I have rejoined.
All right. You rejoin the squad. You take
Yeah.
a spray can, you shake it up.
I don't want them to know exactly what we were going for.
All right. You write
Okay, that-
fuck you in composition 9.
Yes. I got a 10
I roll
with Lucky's assist. Oh wait,
yeah,
I should probably.
but I was gonna say
Did
I
you
rolled an
assist?
11, so you get a +1.
All right. Yeah,
Okay, so I get a 10.
All right, you do it. No problem. All right, they're armed. Remote or timer?
Timer.
Okay.
30 seconds. Run.
30 seconds. Okay. He made the roll. Kick. All of you see in whatever your version of your tactical update, you know, the TAC computer, the cybercoms, Claymore's phone. A 30-second clock starts ticking.
Run.
Let's run for the hangar exit, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
There's an open door. There's an open door at the bottom left over there. Come on, let's go.
Nah, I don't need you to roll to act under pressure again. You roll to look cool. All right, so this is no, I like it better. Would it be safe to say Claymore's taking point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Claymore, you shoulder check the security door. You're a big boy with big, you know, robot nerves. The fire door flies off its hinges and slaps down. Somebody, you don't know who, yells "fire in the hole" as the timer clicks 0, and you all jump away from the explosion as that armored train car goes up. And then secondaries start going like fireworks. The roof of the train hangar is gone. And bits of flaming metal and superconductor fly out into the night, raining around you. You guys duck your heads a little.
Oh jeez.
Huh. That was
To advance the
bigger.
action clock again.
That was bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Something in there with the closest.
you've used all of it. So yeah, no. By the way, Claymore, you're out of Comp 9.
Oh,
Bummer.
But it worked.
I kind of wanted to save some, but oh well.
Yeah.
This is what I get for letting people touch my stuff.
I didn't mean to use all of it.
That's okay. You have a gun now.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Shiny
I'll toss a heavy revolver to Metatron.
Thank you. I now have a weapon that does more than 1 harm.
I thought it was 2 harm.
Oh yeah, no, it's 2 harm. It's still the max I could have gotten is
at
2
least 1
harm.
armor, so yeah.
Listen. There's nothing that quite says "fuck you" like a giant fuck off revolver.
Oh yeah, and that definitely fits my aesthetic.
But well, I'll look around.
Yeah. So, I believe we've hit the point where, as somebody would say, all of China knows you're here now.
Yes.
We're just
No.
running now.
Let's book it for the perimeter.
Yes, I'm going to run towards the gate.
Could I do the could I do my thing of exit strategy for this?
Does that get?
What's the phrasing on that?
Okay, let me just get. You've always have an escape plan prepared. When shit hits the fan and you decide to bail out, roll plus mind. Roll mind.
Okay. So then the question is, you're bailing out. Then you're getting out of here, keeping in mind that that means that you may leave things behind.
All right, then fair enough. I'll save it if things get extra hairy for now.
All right. Yeah. You don't want a full blown bail. You are carrying out the plan to leave.
Yeah, we're just
Make
fucking
it
running
like a
out of
tree
here.
leaf.
Is it so? What is it? Is it? You said it was 3 harm loud.
I
Yeah, he
posted in
it.
chat. Yeah. 3 harm, near close, reload loud. Which reload is
Do I have that tag access?
after firing, the user must spend a brief time reloading. Yeah. So you
I
can't continuously use it.
Ooh, excuse me.
I assume it has 6 shots.
But
Narratively, it's,
they're a big 6 shots. You know, this is
Yeah.
something like 45-70 or 44
Yeah,
Magnum
no,
or
you gotta
something.
remember, mix it up isn't usually like, you take a single shot. No, you do a whole fucking firefight.
which basically
You
means like
attempt to seize by force.
Yeah.
So
which means
is
the
actually the name
complication
of
could
the
mean that
apocalypse
you
world.
ran out of fucking ammo.
That can also happen. But yeah, so I'm just double checking. That was the legwork clock. Where's the action phase clock? So what are we at right now?
I assume they're
So
gonna
we're-
use all their assets to hit us.
We're filled into.
Well, if Squirrel shows up with his car, people guys can get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've filled in the segment to 2200.
Ooh.
So the radio waves are like all over the place. You know that the tac squad is beelining it towards you. They're powering up the riot control lad-on drones. Every single piece of hardware is coming to this point.
Can I?
What is everybody doing?
I'm gonna use what I want to basically take charge of the situation for us and with a
Okay, to do it, do
semi-planned
it.
route, run through the dead spots of the ladons, using one of the previous assessments about the ladons I did.
You think way too much about how to mechanically abuse this. You cannot. There is no such thing as a dead zone.
Okay.
They're active. They're hunting you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's just literally run for the perimeter, fam.
I
There,
am
yeah.
going to I am going to bolt for the nearest piece of fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
That's-
just have Squirrel
to the
meet us
fence.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Claymore bolts to the fence.
Yeah, I was already thinking that.
Odin, you are
Dude.
also bolting to the fence.
Yeah, we're just running. Yeah.
You
Alright,
just
How
saw
tall is
my
this fence
thing.
again?
3 meters.
3 meters topped in a razor wire.
We
2
also
layers.
still have we also have the plasma cutter.
Yes.
I'm gonna yell
Yeah.
at someone, throw me the fucking plasma cutter.
I hand it to you.
Okay. All right.
I'm not
Squirrel,
throwing
what
that.
are you
I'm
doing?
not doing it.
Squirrel, what are you doing?
Yeah, you'll just pull around to where they're gonna hop.
All right. You're
And
going to
then-
pull around, you say.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yes. I will.
Squirrel hasn't rolled hardly any dice tonight. Do I want him to roll something?
Yeah.
Nah, it'll probably be acting under pressure for him to actually get out of here. He doesn't sound like narratively you're doing anything real freaky deaky yet.
Yeah.
Playing the exit driver is sometimes calm.
Well, I
Except when
mean,
Uh
wait, can the shotgun mess up a fence?
Oh, you could just dog just rip it open.
Not really. It's just
No.
buckshot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
it's a
buckshot,
privacy
don't-
fence layer.
It's metal.
Like, I was thinking maybe like
so
taking
it's
my
not
machete.
a-
I was thinking taking a machete too. I was like, nah, just give me the plant
It's
torch.
it's metal. It's not a wooden fence.
Yeah.
Though I would like to say you guys are now, metal and plastic. Like I say, it is a privacy fence, so there's like a screen element to it.
Yeah.
Could you break one of the poles?
I mean, he could try and drive through the fence like you thought, but no. What I want to point out though is that since you guys have exited in speed, Buddy has rejoined with you, so you now have +1 drone.
Yeah.
Drone dog.
Yeah.
Clank, clank,
Good
clank.
boy.
It's mounted with a top turret-mounted swiveling auto shotgun. All right, so you guys are booking it. Squirrel is waiting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Claymore, you got the torch. I think it's only fair that you roll to act under pressure. You got to cut that fence.
I'm gonna cut
You
that
do
fence.
get your synth nerves because this is a time
And
thing.
you're being proactive as you're opening the point for us, so I. No.
I don't
Okay.
actually think so.
No,
This is not a security threat. This is an exfil thing.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough.
I'm just trying to get us out. It's time to leave. But that's
Alright.
still.
By the way, I do want to say though, it's pretty easy because Claymore is a huge dude for him to get ahead of you because I do want to say Padre is slowed a little by this giant duffel tack case he's carrying full of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Full.
Oh, actually, by the way, I should point out, we've forgotten to do this with the mission directives, but you guys should mark experience twice because
Okay.
you guys did in fact recover the blueprints and recover the prototype.
I believe, if I'm not incorrect, I should mark experience 3 times
For which thing?
for that camera photo I took.
Well, you haven't used it yet.
Well, okay, fair enough. But well, I will in the future then.
I probably should have like checked if there's any AI, but whatever. But right
I
now,
mean, if you guys don't act on the opportunities for your directives, I can't help you.
no, that's
Yeah.
fair. But what does you can think right now as we're getting the fuck out?
Nah, I mean, I don't think Hugo's doing anything different than what you're already doing. It's like
Well, also,
shortest
you-
distance exit.
Yeah.
Do remember, you guys have to get to the other car.
Yeah, so we have to.
Yeah, you guys have a follow up in which you can maybe do some extra stuff.
But so with
And sadly, I don't think that my opportunity for Claymore's networking to come up.
that's fine. It can't
Yeah.
lose. Anyway, but I rolled a 6, and with that +1, it's a 7. So barely. But yes.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So you'll get it open. You will get it open, and you will have a time, Claymore, to shove a single body through the hole. I'm gonna assume it's Metatron, but I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah.
Before there's gonna be guys on you, and they're gonna start shooting.
Mhm.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna shove Metatron through.
All right,
I will voluntarily be shoved through.
Squirrel, you're sitting on the sidewalk. You're waiting. You see, a bright light as probably a very rough circle or square is drawn, and the fence falls out, and you see Metatron get shoved through. Clank,
Yeah. It's like
stumbles a little bit.
it just pops the door open.
right.
Automatically. It's like get in.
Metatron, you're gonna jump in, I assume.
Yes, I will fucking barrel roll into the back of the car.
All right,
And
you
go,
dive.
go,
You
go,
dive
go.
into the back seat.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do with your drones, Squirrel? You can see through Buddy's camera POV. Does Buddy have any additional sensors? Is he like thermographic?
It just has thermographic.
Okay, so you can see on the thermals, lots of warm bodies pulling in on Odin and Claymore. What do you want to do with your drones?
Okay, well, I'll have my drone mosquito come back to the car.
You could have easily done that in the 5 seconds while they were running. So yeah, that's fine.
And then I guess says I still have Buddy on the whole like making sure they get out. So
All right.
I'll
Buddy is
keep them
autonomous,
there.
so you can leave him behind if you want to.
Yeah, he's also fast, so if he needs to leave, he can leave.
All right, so you are gonna peel the fuck out of here. I would like you to roll cool to
Okay,
get the fuck out, cause you got to be acting under pressure, son.
right. And this time I get to apply my car power thing. Yeah, let's see here. What's my car's power?
He
Can't-
slams his foot to the pedal. The techno music starts pumping.
Okay. Now
He burns
just
some
a
rubber as the electric motors, wum, 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 wum.
Okay, there it. Okay, I'm just pulling up my sheet again. Okay, so that's gonna be act under pressure.
He pushes the button to turn off economy mode.
All right, and since I'm on, I guess I'm acting on the plan.
Yeah,
so
you're,
do I
sec-
get
you're
plus one?
securing.
Yes, you
the
are
access
acting
point.
to your plan. You have been tasked to exit the goods, so yeah, you
So
get plus
that's
one
the-
ongoing.
That is a 15.
Damn.
All right, Squirrel is fucking gone. You guys don't even see him leave. You just hear that electric motor just. You possibly hear 3 sonic booms as he hits 88 miles per hour and travels backward through time. No, but yeah, no.
Why are we
Metatron,
feeling
you are pressed up against the back seat as you have never seen or heard an electric car go this fast. As he easily is going like probably like
and this car is fast.
111.
yeah, probably going
I'm-
like 100 kilometers per hour or more. Just
I'm simultaneously terrified and excited.
It's like
That's life.
and you're taking hard corners, you're cutting corners, you're blowing red lights. You don't care. Nobody can
Like-
catch you.
it's just like driving like in between traffic too. It's just like
Yeah.
Driving in between cars.
He's got a low enough car that he can actually do that great car stunt where he cuts under an auto truck semi and just you're
Damn.
like
gone. Super slick. All right, we will cut back to where perhaps Squirrel and Metatron go with the package later. First, you two boys have to get the fuck out. So you hear the robotic tones of a riot control drone behind you shout at you, Odin and Claymore. Put down your weapons and put your hands up.
I guess
I
I'm gonna
shoot!
Put down. I was gonna put down the jamming puck and run.
Well, I'm still gonna shoot. You can still do that.
Hey, Odin, the jamming puck won't work on those.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they are autonomous.
Gotcha. There are lots of is to shoot us, so yeah, sir.
It was for the tiny ones.
No, that's
or to
fair.
make one of those not see me.
Other in this case, yeah. Just gonna.
I don't know if you noticed, my character isn't really the
Stratagem,
combat.
you could have like pen where the drone controllers are and like stuck it somewhere and jammed it at the control point, but that would have also been obvious. So you decided
Oh,
not
yeah.
to go down that route. Okay.
Let's see.
Aaron,
what?
Sorry, Maggie, you broke up there.
you're lucky.
Can you hear me?
Broke up.
Oh,
I can
no.
hear
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Omega.
Hold on. My Discord is freaking out a little bit. Hold on.
Mine is too.
Is it still
All right.
breaking up?
I think it's okay now, maybe.
Yeah, I think we just had a blip. I think everybody's lighting up okay. Can everybody hear me all right?
Yeah, I
I
get
can hear you.
Okay. I think Dallas still cut out a little bit there, but it's fine. It'll sort itself out. Okay. I was asking Claymore, you're just gonna shoot it up?
Yep, I'm gonna shoot it up again.
Okay. It sounds like you're using violence to seize control of an objective, and that objective is you.
I'm not saying I
So,
have to fight everybody, but I at least want to get enough bodies out of the way that we can make an escape.
Yeah,
yeah.
that is going to be
plan.
helping.
Not
Alright.
to sound callous, but as far as Metatron is concerned, the mission is done.
Oh, that's
and
fair.
complete.
Yeah.
No,
I'll tell you what, the
you got
objectives-
you got the goods.
Yeah, you got the
What?
goods.
Yeah, do I help
Okay, so
out
those
there?
of you who are on site, blah blah blah. Squirrel, you can roll to assist with Buddy as normal with links.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yes. I'll roll.
And Odin, if you also are going to assist in this method, you can roll link as well to assist.
I've made my
Alright.
roll, but I will wait till totals until everyone else is.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 1 is 9. So
Okay.
7 to 9, anything.
I got a 9
plus
as
one
well,
plus
so
one.
take
Tied
the
to me,
appropriate,
too.
Like, yeah.
What's your result then, sir?
15. Because I rolled a 10 on this.
Okay. You've achieved your objective.
Yeah.
So normally these lad-on riot control drones would be a pain in the butt to take out. They're fast. They're armored. With they've got armor 4 thermographic sensors. They're big, strong boys. You're armed with a breach gun. So it's designed to peel apart tanks, and I do believe technically these guys aren't a gang, so you would do +1 harm as well. So what's your total harm? Like 6?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, that's enough to actually even with them keeping some armor, No, you full blown have a mini boss fight in this courtyard versus a couple of these drones.
Yeah.
They're firing short bursts with their machine guns. You're ducking behind cargo containers. Brrr, brrr. You have Odin,
yelling,
flank
"Shoot them with
fire
the
controlled bursts.
Shoot them with the sensor array. Sensor array.
Yeah. Shoot where
But-
it's soft. Buddy runs interference, barking, shouting, running floodlights, occasionally shooting them with the buckshot. It doesn't do a lot, but it does, keep them on edge. Claymore, you just burst out from behind a rack of something industrial, robot arms, I guess. Whatever they store here. You pop out from between a row of things right next to one. It pivots towards you, and it's about to raise a giant barricade, ripping limb up, and you just in its underbelly, taka 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 taka, pum 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 pum. Sparks fly everywhere, and it just drops down.
I'll yell into its senses. You feeling Genki now, motherfucker?
All right. You have bought yourself some time to exit the hole,
Let's do that.
I assume.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
just crawl.
All right.
Try to pull back
Pop
the
through the
fence
hole.
so you get through.
All right. You pop through the hole. And I think that would be... Yeah. I don't think there's any room left for them to catch up behind you. So, yeah.
I don't know if they really want to tangle with someone who just took down some of their fucking the riot control bot. So,
Well, as you guys are leaving, Odin, catches their last bit of comm chatter. It's like, get the Rangers out here. They're all dead. No response. Shit. Well, deploy the Ladons. We're not supposed to deploy them outside the thing. I'll pay city. There's a lot of yelling and swearing. Somebody yells about
I'll play
pictures
the
of
fucking
Spider-Man.
side to do it.
By
Now,
the time the tech squad actually exits the hole after you, you guys are long gone.
Yeah.
We're
So
probably booting up
you
the
get
car
back
at
to
least.
the storage unit. How do you guys want to play this? I should say.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I guess we crip ship our tack gear, put it in the trunk of the car, and then drive out like we did nothing wrong.
Claymore, are you okay with this plan?
well, Axe said it way too fast for me to understand. What was it again?
Drive,
We
drive
quick-
like there's
we
nothing
quick ship all of
wrong.
our tack gear, put it in the car, and then drive away like we did nothing wrong.
Sure.
All right.
You put your stuff back in the duffel bags you brought in here. It goes in the trunk. Who's driving?
I'll drive.
All right. I'll keep an eye on everything with a few.
All right. You roll up the shutters on your storage space.
Hey LT, I never got my driver's license, right? Hit the pedal.
You see the electric motor, ring, max out and just rip. You burn a little rubber and you scooch on out.
wait, how did we get this car again?
Your boy Odin spent a hold. He had a
Yeah.
getaway
Oh,
vehicle.
right. Okay.
It's not a fancy car. It doesn't have super stats, but it is.
It's not really a trace to it. It's the rental, or it's
Yeah,
more
it's
of a
a-
long-term rental.
It's a drop car.
Yeah.
But I believe it's. What did you pick as the tags?
It's I have it right here actually.
Gear vehicles.
It is nondescript and a sedan.
Okay, yeah, it's a civilian nondescript sedan. Okay, got it.
And a storage space for all of our shit.
So
I
you
still got one
roll on out.
If one thing gets extra fucked, we might be okay.
All right, so you roll on out. You're going normal, perfectly fine.
Mhm.
It's a nondescript sedan. You guys can hear sirens going, fire and police and ambulances. Because, like I said, you probably injured a couple of security guards in your flight there, and there was a lot of shrapnel.
It's like, how late is it right now?
Oh, it was 0 Dark 30 when you started, and honestly, this guy probably took you inside of an hour to execute. There was a lot of stealthy crawling and tactical jogging.
So maybe it's just single Dark 30 now.
Hey Claymore.
It's one past dark.
I was in a shipment carrier that was by 2 unlicensed pilots. So hey, I've been in worse. So thanks. And that time they actually crashed it twice, but Man, this is light. ugh,
Claymore will just shrug. Whatever you say, LT.
fair.
All right, so, are you driving any particular way? Like I said, there's, You can hear police sirens. You hear fire, ambulances. You probably see a couple of. Obviously, because this is a corpo facility, they are private ambulance and fire department contractors, not Metro.
Yes, they don't cost
No,
anything.
I'll take us off the main road, slow our roll a bit, roll down the windows, strike a blunt.
Just
All right.
be indescript. Just be like inconspicuous. Yeah.
You look like. Are you guys both corporate tackware? Is your look?
I'm military corp tackware.
Yeah,
If there's
Okay, Milcorp.
yeah, Milcor. There we go.
Same with Odin.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you guys look like probably still like corporate security or freelance security, but you guys look like you yourselves have just come off a long shift somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a nondescript vehicle. Your vehicle wasn't seen near the scene, so there's not any. If you if Odin like dials his comms to like listen to the police band scanner,
I was keeping track of the traffic on the eye anyway.
Yeah. You have your TAC computer crunch traffic. You probably hear some vague descriptions of Squirrel's car Arrow, but they're mostly like a sleek black blur went by. So,
Not helping anyone.
they're like we checked the red light cams. We can't get a plate. It's not clear. It's too fast. So yeah, because he rolled like a 15. That's a really fucking good number. So yeah, he's fucking gone.
Ever rolled with a good? Yeah, it was kind of insane.
Your car is not mentioned anywhere in the description. So long as Claymore doesn't decide to start any shit with having to like pull some sudden stops and let cop cars roll by.
Just kind of play it cool for a while.
Yeah. You won't be stopped or questioned.
Yeah, so it just.
Hey LT, you want to stop by the Combini, maybe get a snack? I'm famished.
Honestly, yeah. I'm the weird mix of like.
Yeah. Let's stop by and hit up Metatron and Squirrel. See where the meat's at. I'm gonna give you some nachos.
I will have been changing in the car.
All right. You pull off a quick change. That's all right. You said you have a bag. You have bags with you.
Yeah. Change my mask to one of my civilian ones.
All right.
Or one of my hacker ones. Those are different. I have a lot of masks.
He's a veritable mask merchant.
The hacker one is the one that covers my non-destroyed face.
Right.
So
Okay,
yeah,
so yeah, you guys are heading out.
to the drop-off point.
Yes.
I assume
Well,
somewhere.
so you would need to call the client.
Okay, so I'm heading out towards.
I probably got the client call handled.
I'm heading out toward Odin's location if he gives it to me.
Yeah.
I have
Alright.
I have a encrypted.
So you want to
thing,
circle
yeah.
back around and meet up at the Conveni?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Probably yeah.
All right. So
I look absurdly out of place there, but okay.
You guys roll up to the 24/7.
Yeah.
This is a weird meat place.
Yeah.
A guy walks up in a suit that is probably worth more than all of your houses combined.
I gotta be real. You guys are on the Oakland side of the Bay Mega City right now. It's not that weird.
All right.
Okay, fair enough.
This is more industrial and working class, but this is still corpo territory, and
Okay,
this is not the first time somebody's done a quote unquote business meeting outside of a conveni.
That's fair.
Mm.
Okay.
All right, Claymore parks the drop car. You go inside. You order nachos.
Yeah.
You order nachos. The cashier android, takes your chump cred.
Mm-hmm.
I order shitty gas station pizza.
They warm up the auto oven. Why does your microwave sound like Hypnotoad? Company secret.
Ignore it.
Just give a side eye to the logo on the microwave. It's all like.
Buy more Takis.
So yeah.
But
Anybody else want to order anything?
I just need a drink. Some like soda
Alright.
or some water.
Water?
Plain
Soda?
water.
Crazy Ocho?
Claymore's gonna get his nachos and he's gonna hop up on the trunk of the rental car. It's gonna get a dent. He don't care. He's gonna enjoy his nachos.
All right.
Man,
So you
John
guys
always
gather outside. Odin, you're gonna call the client?
Yeah. I got his
Alright.
private number.
Yeah, you do. It rings once and then clearly clicks on to answer, but there's no response. Just clearly it's been picked up.
Hey, boss. We got a present. You want to be?
A little huskily, but definitely, maybe he was asleep or waiting, kind of like, all right.
Want it now, or I'm gonna drop it off?
Meet me in one of the Silicon Valley watersheds in an hour. I'll text you the address.
All right. See you there.
Yeah, so he wants you to go down on South Side to as one of the many, as I observed from the power of Google Maps. There's a lot of nature preserve, green space, and watershed areas on the actual inside of the bay. So you're gonna go to the Eco Shield
Yeah.
and meet in the dark.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's
probably-
see. I applaud you for wanting to get this off our hands as quickly as possible. But also, if you ever call me a double dark early about something, I'm gonna shoot you.
That's fair. I'd probably never call you at like an hour such as this.
Yeah, because I'd shoot you.
If we hadn't gotten the drone, I probably would agree with Claymore, but
Yeah, but I think
I don't like carrying physical packages around for too long.
Well, this is why I wanted to destroy it.
Yeah, we'll probably get more money, though.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So, do you guys want to do any additional payment?
Oh, no, I'm not gonna call Hoshiguma a fucking double dark early. Hell no.
Oh, we'll wait till after the
All right.
job's
You don't
cleared.
need anything else to set up. You're gonna wait.
I believe if I call my contact early, she will kill me.
He knows how this works.
Yeah.
I literally think she will kill me, though. Like, actually.
No, that's fair. You're gonna wait on everything. All right.
Oh, this one thing is because they probably wanted it.
Oh,
probably want to
actually,
take that
also by
away.
the way, because I forgot to mention, but he was also unharmed. The getaway vehicle did have Buddy right in the back seat,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
so he can get back into Squirrel's vehicle now.
He was a good boy.
Yeah.
Bark.
Nice dog.
As a question, do I?
You just hear the voice, praise accepted.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Praise me. Now I'm just imagining your fucking dog's voice as Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me, Simo.
Feed me, Squirrel.
Feed me. Must be.
You hear the shotgun rack.
Oh god.
All right.
That wasn't a request.
I am an autonomous security drone.
Feed me.
I want my cyber kibble.
All right. But okay, everybody is ready to meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get your
Yes.
crappy mass-produced convenience food.
I comb my hair back from the like Super Saiyan look that it got from Squirrel's driving.
Yeah.
You okay if I guess when it comes up, you okay if I roll to get paid?
Oh, you're the.
Well, you will roll to get paid. That's
Yeah,
you
that's how
meet
it
the
works.
employer, and you rolled to get the mission, so I think it's good. I was just making sure if anybody had anything else they wanted to do before
Alright.
we get to that segment. And
Yeah,
no,
I
I don't think we do.
think so.
So
Yeah, there's
Uh,
nothing really.
2 cars. You still gonna take 2 cars?
I think none of
Yeah.
it's yet.
All right. So you arrive. Are you gonna take any extra precautions? Any of you individually?
I would like
Oh, good.
he said meet him there in an hour, right?
Yeah.
How long is it gonna take us to get there?
I mean it's double dark, so probably 45 minutes normal driving.
Let's
Okay,
just,
well
let's get there a little fast, cause like I said, I've been done dirty before, and
All right.
usually whoever
you want to get early and be prepared, okay?
yeah.
Right.
I will have my hold-up pistol armed, in case.
Well, like I said, if he's trying to get guys into position, we have a better chance of finding them if we're the first ones there.
I agree.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now you
I'll-
do know, obviously, this is a detail I established more out of game, but I'm, also brought up to you. The Eco Shield is a, large area. It's run by an independent corporation.
Mhm.
Because there's not a lot of tech out there, it's, mostly parks, nature preserves,
Mhm.
environmental recollection facilities,
Yeah, it also means there's not a lot of cameras and sensors.
Yeah, that means there's not a lot of cameras and sensors. So that means that it's hard for corpos to track you there, but also you guys as independent operators in Bay Mega City absolutely know occasionally, a guy gets two in the skull and gets thrown in the bay.
Well,
So
to be fair, Omega, I probably should let you know. My location is tracked at all time.
Okay,
Well, to the 200 people that are also part of my network.
sure, that's fair. Now, that is important to know, and yeah. Now, admittedly, the thing is that your followers have they're unreliable because they're busy tag. So like
Yes.
them being able to get to you
Well,
is probably.
I'm just saying, if I did disappear, they
would
would be
know.
like, okay,
Well,
he
that
was
means that you've
last
got
seen
legit
in
leverage if you want to roll something about being disappeared. So we'll keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, you're known to your group, obviously, but you get there, a good 15 minutes early. No need for you guys to roll. Odin might feel slightly Claymore's need for speed if he's still riding shotgun with him, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Ah, fine.
I saw this in a movie.
I find the drive completely. Oh no, I'm probably still with Squirrel.
Yeah.
That would probably be safe to say because Squirrel is in the secured vehicle, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all the movies I saw about that, they crashed.
We might. I'm telling you right now, we probably swiped the barrier. It's like you got insurance.
I mean,
on this, right?
I don't want to say that Odin's going to have to lose his deposit, but technically the OPSEC way, and we'll get to this in some of the post game stuff as well. But technically, the OPSEC thing is to activate the auto drive and have it run off a pier into the bay
Yeah.
I was probably gonna have
or
it
burn it down. But yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Because there is also some post game carnage, if you will. There's a little bit of moment where we get to talk about what you guys do after the job if you actually get paid.
Yes.
So
Well, we
you
better.
guys roll up. You guys are packing. Everybody's got their their pistols. Who's got them? Their safeties off, ready to go, hands in pockets.
Mine is not drawn. Mine is.
No, yeah, that's what I said.
held
Hand in
out.
pocket. You're hot to trot. Safety off, chamber loaded, but you're also not. You guys aren't like acting paranoid. You're acting secure.
Yes.
Yeah. We know this working out to know what not to be paranoid about, and what to be sure of.
Are any of, like I said before, other than arriving early, are any of you taking any particular precautions?
Oh. Arrive early. We have a little bit of time before the meet.
Probably was that counterpoint.
Hey, have any of you been been monitoring comms?
Yes.
Like I said,
Yeah, Odin's been on the police scanner all night.
all
Basically.
right. It's like, have they like made any change in their movements or anything at all? Well, as I said, just keep an eye out on comms.
All right.
All right, you keep your to the police band. As you guys have been, leaving the city, as you leave the Oakland district and head into Silicon district, aka Silicon Valley, because that's where down south is.
Mhm.
You're close to the former San Jose area. The mood shifts. That you might get some cross chatter from like the guys down in the Oakland precincts are having one tonight.
Mhm.
There was an anti-corporate terrorism job.
Heh.
Perfect.
But
Obviously, whether or not they believe that's true, you don't know. But that's what's being reported. You guys blew up a storage building full of prototypes and
data leak
shipments and shit.
data leaked their servers.
Yeah, and you got a partial data dump out of the server, which Wildside is certainly doing something with right now.
Yeah, and honestly, the reason I blew that place up is because I wanted them to think exactly that.
That it was meant to
That
be
it was a terrorism job.
Yeah, that was meant to be like
Now, when they compare their files later and they realize that the 3i blueprints are missing from their data vault, they might figure something out. But for now,
but anyway, we have people on comms. We came here early. When we get there, I'll take a quick walk the perimeter and see if I can note any particular places where an ambush might happen.
Okay, so because we don't know how the job is going to go, I would like you to roll assess.
But hold it.
Yeah, I will tell you, you probably want to hold until you know something is going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because something may or may not happen.
Yep.
Right.
But you walk the perimeter, you stalk, you look for some points where, they could hide snipers, landmines.
Oh, okay. Well, I only get
Corporate
7,
ninjas.
so I only get 1, but...
All right, you hold one.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So you guys are all on point well early. You shoot the shit. play Cyber Candy Crush, whatnot.
You okay? So
I'm probably doing paperwork.
I'm like thinking about shit, but so you okay? Everyone, we're getting paid now.
Well, yeah, we're gonna fiction first, Axe. Calm down.
Fair enough. Fair
You
enough.
gotta relax your roll, buddy.
Mhm.
We're gonna get there. We've only been playing for not even 3 hours. It's fine. We're not in a rush.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Yeah.
I do want to ask, where have you got the goods? Like, is Metatron still like carrying them on his person, or do you like have them like on the ground on the sidewalk next to you? What's the plan here?
For what?
The goods. What do you
I
do with them?
have that on me.
Okay, you're still holding on.
Slung
to it.
over
Okay.
my shoulder.
And also some data chip, I assume.
Actually,
yeah, I have that in my
before he
phone.
gets here, though, let's make copies of that damn data.
Oh yeah, let's make.
Yeah,
Make copies.
I already did, but yeah.
Yeah.
so-
You guys now, because I don't think he actually told anybody, but you guys all now find out that Metatron flashed the data chip to his partition in his cybercom, so
Okay.
he's got he uploaded them to his VPN, which you guys can technically plug into.
All right, well, I'll plug in. I'll download a copy.
All right.
Yeah,
You put a
same.
copy on your phone.
Same.
Actually, this is a good question. Have any of you looked at the blueprints or the item?
Yeah, maybe we
no.
should. Let's look at the blueprints.
Hey, let's look at the blueprints.
All right.
I probably would have been studying over them.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys pull out your phones or whatever devices, you look over the blueprints. So Project 3i, it is, as described, a parallel processing, ultra high altitude, literal cloud computing, satellite or high altitude drone. These are like microlight drones designed to ride on like updrafts or ride solar winds, right? They
Mhm.
hang out in the upper atmosphere, and they're about the size of like a soda can, and they're just filled with micro antennas, data repeaters, and power, basically. So when they're on their own, an individual unit, it's fucking worthless. Like, you guys are carrying more powerful computers in your phones. But if you spread them over a wide enough area, you can get very reactive, like I said, parallel processing. It can handle multiple small requests at once, or handle one large request very fast over a wide area.
So this is not just drones; it's a data uplink relay.
Yes, this is a satellite drone network, basically.
Okay, I make extra copies then,
Yeah.
and I actually probably PM some of the people, like, get working on this.
Yeah, so the item is designed to handle a lot of stuff. According to the blueprint plans, RGC wants to use this, like I said, to improve their automotive wing and even space exploration. This will give them, if they could mass produce this and deploy this, this would mean that they could like have their own produced like private automobiles hook up to this and like get better auto driving data, get up better processing of
Oh.
traffic management.
This ain't no so much. I can. Claymore's mind is whirling. It's like this doesn't necessarily have the military applications that one would normally think, but this is a huge boom for people who want to basically assess a tactical situation from up high and relay information.
It's logistics web.
Yes, you do realize now that while it's not designed that way, this has a logistic and tactical use, especially, you would say, probably defensively. If you put this network over, say, Republic of Texas and had all your civilian vehicles plugged into it, you would have a massive parallel processing network, which would, be like, oh, is there a traffic accident? Is there a tactical situation? It would identify the problem and spread out that information and help avoid it.
It
also works for deep space
it's good, yet
relays
can
and
be
stuff.
It's good, yet can be used terribly.
I mean, it's cyberpunk; everything's used terribly.
Yeah. So basically, what's in the case is there's probably a dozen, 18, maybe 24 of these little cans. There's a little launcher system. There's probably like a satellite uplink unit that is plugged into them. You would have to deploy them from a high altitude vehicle or like drop them from a space plane or something. But
It's a demo kit.
yeah, it's a tech demonstrator. It's a, we can build this. It works. We can show you a network. there's probably enough modules to cover, maybe an entire, maybe a whole mega city, definitely at least one urban block, one urban sector. And
Damn.
it's got some stuff. It's got some applications.
Like
Yeah,
this is
the-
this is a legit thing. Yeah.
This suddenly went from not interesting to me to very interesting to me.
Yeah, it's almost like I knew what you guys were about, and I built it into the job.
I mean, hey.
Yes.
It's okay. You guys are focused and very important on your not dying thing, so I think it's
Yeah.
fair.
We,
Yeah.
We'll also do some metagame post stuff, and I'll talk about some of the plot hooks that didn't come up at all.
oh yeah.
Right.
But okay, so in another nondescript corpo sedan, though you can tell this one clearly has armored polarized windows,
Yeah.
pulls up to the parking lot. The door opens. Just your client, the Johnson, Devin Dickless, steps out. He's dressed a little more subtly now. He's not wearing the bright riot of colors. He's wearing aviator shades and an old style bomber jacket over, a silk waistcoat and pants.
Yeah.
He's wearing some golf shoes today because you're out in the grass. He's not wearing his
Yeah.
fine Italian leather. He still has he lights up his cigarette in his holder, and he's he takes a couple steps forward, hands in pockets. Yeah, you notice that his car stays on and idling behind him, and he just kind of he nods to Odin and just says, kind of like, "You got the goods."
You got your side.
I
Let's score up.
Alright.
motion to the duffel bag and I motion to the data disk.
All right, go ahead and roll getting paid. I believe you have 3 unfilled segments of the legwork.
All right.
clock.
Cool. So
Yes, so roll +3.
that's a 6 and a 2, so that's 11.
All right, 11. You choose 3 from the list below.
All right.
It's
so
not a
first-
setup or an ambush. You are paid in full. The meeting doesn't attract the attention of outside parties. The employer is identifiable. You learn something from the mission. Everybody marks experience.
So first 2 is it's not set up and you're paid in full. I think
Okay.
that's fair for everyone for what we've talked
Oh
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the third one I don't think matters because we already have him here. So it's more of do you guys not want to get heat or do you want experience?
I'm personally
Experience.
more for getting experience because heat
Yeah.
later just means more story. Me personally.
Yeah, same.
I'm
All right.
Because listen. Eventually, they're gonna figure out something was up, and they're gonna start putting together, fucking connecting the dots, and looking at maybe
Sure.
footage and stuff. So I'm okay with the idea that maybe this
Oh, yeah.
meeting attacks some outside parties.
Also, not to
Right,
get
also
too
because Betron leaked it already.
not to get too forward. I didn't leak it.
Or if you
Well,
sent-
you PM the blueprints, so theoretically, this at least internally will be out there. I'm not going to say that they're
It's
going to
known to 200 people
Yeah, but the data's not as secure as you might want.
that are in a cult. No, I mean an organization. It's not a cult. It's not a cult.
Cult has a bad.
It's a
has bad-
religious following.
It's a fanatical, religious, devoted following. Not a cult.
Cults have a bad weight to them. Yeah.
Cult is such a strong word.
Yeah, no,
a
that's
dark
about where we are. But yeah, so you want to go for learn something then?
Yeah, let's learn something.
All right, I think you guys did in fact learn something. Everybody marks 1 experience for that, and of course, you guys have completed the mission. I believe is the phrasing.
So mark.
Yes,
2.
you complete the mission. Mark 2 experience.
I'm gonna mark an extra one because I got paid.
5
You got paid.
experience.
All
I have
right,
an 8.
so I believe everybody put in 2, right?
Right.
2 cred. Okay, so when you got the job, Odin picked it pays well, so you guys get paid back triple.
So
So everybody paid in 2, you should get paid back 6.
Okay.
Also, because you secured both the plans and the prototype, and you get paid in full, you get an
Okay.
extra. Yeah, I think an extra 1 cred would make sense. He could also maybe like throw in something specific to his corp, but I think it's easier if you get paid a 7th cred.
I can take
basically.
something. I'll take. I could probably take something specific. Whatever else probably gets the cred,
Okay.
considering it's.
I would be thinking a piece of gear or
Does
some
his
other
company
asset.
do cybernetics?
well, so technically every one of the big corps does a little of everything, at least in this area. Cross Nexus specializes in biotech and transport, but they would certainly have some sort of cybernetics, which would
So
be
basically,
related to that.
what I was going to ask is instead of that, can I get the contact part of getting under the knife instead of the extra cred?
Actually, I believe that works the other way. When you get corpo cyberware, you don't have to roll to get it installed.
No, you get owned.
Yeah, we can skip that step if he's going to cash it in for his 1 cred, basically. But
Yeah, I'm basically going to do that.
okay, so you would still have to roll to be like, call them up and be like, hey, can I call in my tchotchke?
But I won't have to pay for the install.
Yeah, you'll get a doctor to do it, no strings attached, as a favor.
Yeah.
Anybody else want anything in particular? A good use would be like, since these are they're biotech, as in like pharmaceuticals, gene therapy, that kind of stuff. If you guys want medical tech, that might work as a good thing. He can hook you up at the end of the latest trauma derms or whatever.
Oh yeah, actually, I'll take some trauma derms
I don't think.
instead of an extra, because I realize I'm probably gonna get shot a lot.
Oh yeah,
I'm just fine with the creds.
All right.
that's fair. I probably want a favor because it's like I know this guy. He's my boss. I probably want clout with him, but that's for later.
Yeah, I won't say that doing one job is enough for you to buy off your own, but you can definitely work towards that.
Yeah, I'll put that one to where you mark towards. We're getting even.
I was gonna do the get under the knife anyway, so I figured out that would have been a good
Yeah, no, that's
save me
fair.
some money.
And that is what it like. And if we play this more in future, which we might, we've done a lot of world building. There's even like talks about like acquiring, custom like designing your own cyberware and gear and stuff to like get in there. Actually, this is a good question. So, we can make this good. No, actually, so do you want the trauma terms, which is low level, or do you want the full EMT kit that applies first aid to anybody?
I'll take the EMT kit. Yeah.
All right, so he gets you like, a Cross Nexus brand, mil-spec trauma kit.
Perf.
Owen remembers those from his days. Like fuck, that's what like, those things.
Yeah, no. When you actually did asset protection, you had a dedicated guy who was calling these around. This is the good shit.
Like this is the good shit. Like this will actually like if you get shot in the fucking head, it will patch you up. I'm
No,
not saying from experience.
it's got all the gear.
So it's a cross nexus life aid
Yeah, it's a good.
EMT kit.
And Squirrel just takes the extra cash.
I'm gonna put mark on my note that I guess just getting even track.
Yeah, just make a note down there. We discuss that later.
One. All right.
I should actually mark down all
Still
my
like
fucking
6
tabs.
cred. Like shit. Like damn.
No, you got you went for it pays well, so you got the big bucks back.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mentioned this earlier. If you actually physically recovered both, which you did manage to pull off, you didn't go loud until after you were already right there with the thing.
Which is that was the
you're
plan.
actually able to get it back. So now's the time for the post mission.
All right.
So this
Okay.
is the phase we call retaliation.
There we go.
After the team has been paid or screwed over, I look at the final state of the legwork and action clock.
Did you get that, Omega?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think how I'm
Halfway in
gonna do that.
legwork,
That's
and
a
then
plot thing.
we're at
So I'm
a-
definitely gonna.
we're like a little above half on like action.
I definitely think because you pulled off a big job and also because of that thing Dallas just sent me, I'm gonna advance. Well, actually, I'll wait till after that. To advance
Real
to-
Conrad Carbide is definitely not going to like me.
Yeah, I won't advance their corp clock until after we get there. But okay, so the legwork clock hasn't been filled, and the action clock hasn't been filled, so there's no need to worry about that bit. So there's no at the moment there's no additional retaliation
Okay, thank goodness.
Okay.
yet.
Yet.
Okay.
And we'll see, because I think what's going to happen is, yeah, so we are in lie low or fight back, basically. So corporate clocks are advancing. You can lie low with context to reduce the heat. So basically, if you guys want to, you guys can. There's basically 3 options technically. So, you guys can decide you want to lie low, so everybody can go to ground and lay low, but then you have to pay half your cred or 5, whichever's greater. But that lowers all corporate clocks by 1. So basically, you can play it cool. You can live off your cash funds for a little bit. If you wanted to, and this could inform the next time we play, whenever that is, you can fight back, which is basically you guys are going to actually like plan a mission to strike back at a corp that's hunting you. Or we can basically say, you guys don't worry about your corporate clocks anyway. You guys didn't directly do anything against Pacifica Investments or Northwest, who are out for your blood. So you can decide it's cool. We don't need to do anything right now.
I'm for that third one.
I'm probably just waiting it out a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tentatively, because Dickola can tentatively just kind of pull some strings to be like, I was never there. I was never there. Like, nothing there.
I need to get an arm.
Also, I do want to say, you're at like what, 1 harm lucky, right?
Yeah.
You can heal that between sessions. That's fine. You didn't take any serious
I
injury.
sleep that off. That's literally a couple had some alcohol and a good night's sleep.
You probably have to pay. Also, you probably have to pay like 4 of your credit anyway to pay off of yo.
I have an idea, and don't dictate my shit axe.
Fair enough.
You owe, I believe, about like 2 cred for your cyberware to pay down.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna ask. Can I retcon it that I struck a deal with Suzaku to get a copy of the blueprint for some cyberware?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Oh, great.
I basically made a secret call. It's like, hey, I'm doing a job. I'm gonna get some sweet shit. What do you want for it? And it's like, we'll give you some new cyberware. And I'm like, I'm in.
All right, cool. Yeah, we can say that you could pay that off. That actually kind of works with some stuff that was going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I was originally gonna do anyway. That's why I was like, hey, we should totally make copies. I'm totally gonna sell to Suzaku. But with my gaff with the how the thing is, I was like, no, Suzaku actually wanted something for it. I'm like, okay. So that solves that. Now I can go get more cyberware. This time properly paid for.
Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. That wrapped up the Sprawl. You guys have completed the RGC job.
Yeah. That was fun.
I had fun, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of proud that, like, damn, the plan actually worked within the parameters.
No, it worked out pretty well.
It's like
3.
There were, so you ran into 2 of the complications I put in.
Okay.
You discovered the Texas Rangers and the Ladon units. You were able to deal with them. So it's funny about the Suzaku thing, and here's why it matters. We never really had a good point because of kind of you guys ended up doing pretty good at your stealth and being in an enclosed space and not really fucking around. Because that there was a miss on that open the door, so they got to do some stuff. What was actually going to be happening was that Suzaku would have had a corporate insertion team on site, actually. Because they were going to be attempting to recover some combat drone hardware that RGC had salvaged. So they were going to be doing the subtle. I think what actually happens is that
They used us as a distraction.
yeah, without telling Claymore explicitly they were doing that, they used Claymore as a distraction. And they got their other blueprints.
Now I know what you mean, because Claymore told them about the job. They're like, we can totally send our extraction team at the same time.
Yeah, we're like, oh, we'll just wait till Claymore shows up. This is perfect.
And guess what?
Don't be loud.
But hey, here's a future contact idea for you, buddy. I was gonna say that the squad was gonna be led by your old war buddy, Rapier,
All right.
who is a woman and has a French accent.
Okay.
That would have been fun to
Okay.
play. If you had met her, she absolutely would have been Claymore, you son of a bitch, and done the predator handshake. Alas, you guys were not outside where they were enough for me to pull it off, so we picked it. Also, I'm sad, but because Squirrel was able to play it cool and didn't have to blow his cover, there was no intervention from Rook.
Aw.
He
was a fucking
was
android.
lurking to bring it in, but I didn't really want to, like, at the last minute, like, have him pop out. So I was waiting, but you managed to not have to do anything super busy, which is terrible because I didn't get to say the line, "Squirrel, come out to play."
I was legitimately wondering
Yeah.
if you were just gonna have him like show up in that like he was like
So
like
what?
you say just
I,
told, like,
I'm
this-
only
this-
supposed to make moves when you miss, which did not happen a lot, or when it's narratively appropriate. So I stuck my moves to what makes sense for what's happening right the fuck now. So I
Gotcha.
didn't want to curveball too many threats in that weren't active.
If this is the TV show, he'd be like standing on a
near
rooftop
misses,
somewhere.
but no, I don't think I missed
what?
once.
So what?
You had a
option did
big
we
miss in the
choose?
start,
Oh yeah.
and honestly, this is the like I think you guys had more misses or more near misses in legwork.
Yeah.
This is the thing with having a soldier who knows what he's doing.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
none of you guys felt the need to like step out of the plan and work on your moves and stuff. And maybe we played a little fast and loose with some of the +1 forwards. I don't really care.
It felt
You
good.
guys throw
Like,
snake
hey,
guys. Like
Yes.
it worked good, but also I do feel like would you guys say it's fair to say you felt all the tension, right?
oh yeah, it was super
Yeah.
tense.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
I thought we were. As soon as I rolled that 3, I'm like, oh, this is gonna go poorly.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
that-
thing I like about the 7 and 9s is you have to make a choice, and in those choices, you're just like,
It was like we pulled through, but it's like near the end, it's like okay, we're running or we're just dying. So let's move. Fuck.
okay.
It's like
Yeah,
it was
and I
never
did
not
get to play out too both of your complications.
Mhm.
the fucking faulty shit. It's like fuck.
Yeah,
fine, I did it.
because we established that it was older, like actual U.S. Army shit. Yeah, no, that stuff that Hoshiguma sold you has been, sitting in a warehouse for a little bit, so it's a little finicky. The timer worked anyway, so
Anyway, but yes, Claymore will deliver the goods to Hoshiguma.
Mhm.
He will not mention
she
that they
takes
were
it.
faulty. He will not mention they were faulty.
that's good.
They still did the job.
Yeah.
She takes she probably offers to haggle for your shiny new revolver.
yeah.
It's probably got the Texas Star on it.
Well, yeah, no, I just took it as like I said, because I don't know, just kind of okay. But no, I'll sell it to Hoshiguma. She can probably find it.
All right. I think that means it's fair that rather than like work out a cred cost, that probably means that next time you talk, she owes you rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
Basically, there's incidental costs and stuff we're not really covering because, like I said, I can't charge you a mechanical unit of a cred for you to buy convenience store nachos. That's dumb. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, besides.
Well, yeah, no, but yeah, so yeah, it makes sense. Honestly, I was thinking about keeping it, but I was like, no, I should try to avoid gear bloat.
yeah,
it's dangerous
I
to
think the
go
only question I have for narrative stuff then is what do you do with the getaway car?
Let's see. I still have one hold, so I might have some scrappers that I know. Just be like, hey, you want to scrap the shirt? Go.
Oh, I was gonna set it on
What's
fire.
for gear, not for people?
Fair enough.
No, man, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a bunch of fireworks on it. We're gonna set it off, and we're gonna set it to go as fast as it can and send it into a canyon. It's gonna be great. Then we'll drink and we'll have a small party. The cops
sure.
ask, just say we're just having a wake.
I'll pull out a permit for party. I'll pull out a party permit. Sure.
I am going to be going under the knife.
All right.
With probably their top doctor.
Yeah. So
And I'm going to be getting a cyber eye because I need 2 eyes.
So is this you calling in your marker for this one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So cyberware is normally 2.
So rapier is Suzaku. Something.
What do I need to roll to do it?
You're supposed to roll hit the street first to have a contact get it to you.
Should be easy.
And then normally you would roll into the knife for cred, but that's okay. You're
Hey,
paid.
we're still in this.
I
Can I
get-
just declare rapier as a contact now?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. What is she?
For hit,
A Suzaku
She's
operative?
Suzaku Security. She's full time. She's subtle,
Okay.
in case you can't tell from the name. So
for hit the streets, I got a 13.
okay, you get what you want. And if this was on the job, you'd get a little something extra, but we'll skip it. So yeah, so you install it. You don't need to worry about any additional tags. You don't need to worry about any additional owned. You just get a cyber eye, which
Yes,
so
with recording and
gear cyber.
I would say thermographic.
It offends me that I'm at 9 experience. It really does.
Yeah, it's a terrible shame. I couldn't get you that extra.
Yeah, no, no.
I'm at 8.
I'm
I'm at 8. So I
I'm
don't
at
know.
8 as well because I Omega, I assume for the two things that I did, passing on the blueprints and doing the thing I messaged you about, those are each part of experience for me.
Yeah. Under which one is that you're calling that?
Oh fucking Christ. Not the religious one. Not the
Okay.
Oh my god, what is the
Your
other
stuff written.
one called? I can't.
It's okay. I have you written down.
Protective.
Protective.
Yeah, protective.
Yeah. Okay. And yes, I do actually think that you're doing something that's maybe not the best for you or the team, but does help out your
Yeah,
buddies.
it helps out my.
So yeah,
my-
I think the only mechanical thing left to ask then is link stuff, because it's the
Yeah.
end of a mission.
All right. So the link question.
Also, by the way, it is important for you to jot this down, Dallas. When your enhanced sight height helps, you can roll synth for SS as well in that.
Yes.
You're picking recording thermographics. That's good. That's
Yeah.
useful. You
Cyberize
got
is
that
on
extra.
my-
You remember how you got that extra experience for learning something? Metatron learned that he wants eyes that see in the dark, kinda.
2 eyes are useful.
I could probably do cyber too. Else.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
you
could-
guys should consider if you want to work that all out. We can probably go ahead and roll that, but
I-
we're gonna do.
I also have a would say I have a fluff cyber arm now. It's a cyber arm that literally does nothing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pathetic.
you can get cosmetic because you can pick stuff like artificial eyes, artificial skin.
Okay.
Yeah, like what I
Like
got.
technically, Odin has a cyber eye, but it doesn't do mechanical cyber eye things. It was the access point where they installed his tactical computer. It also just is an eye.
And I can
Well,
put
'cause
extra
also
stuff
I've-
like special contacts and shit. So yeah.
I also just don't think I'm ever gonna get cyber arm because they don't really have anything useful for my class.
No,
Because it's mostly about killing stuff.
I mean, implant tools could work. And if you would want to think of anything else, remember we can do custom stuff as well. Like we could.
Oh,
we
I had
could
an
figure
idea
out
for
some
that.
things.
Then I did have an idea for that. I would want
we can talk
the
about that later.
basically. Okay.
Yeah, we can talk about off mic and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Links.
but yeah, the links bit that's in advancement, I think.
Yeah. Page 140.
So, links. At the end of a mission, each player chooses another character who, as a result of the mission, has a better idea how your character operates. Explain what happened and what they know about your character. That increases your link with you +1. So let us start with.
I have.
Yeah, oh, you got something? Okay.
I have one in mind, actually. I was actually thinking about this while we were doing it. So I will increase my link with Squirrel. And because what Squirrel found out about me is he actually saw my full face. Because when I was changing in the car, he saw me take my mask off. So he knows my identity. So
Okay,
Squirrel,
so-
you know,
Yeah. So
Right.
you
Through the
know
back
that
end.
you have seen me on billboards all across the
Okay.
city.
Okay.
So, Squirrel, you would on your sheet write your link with Metatron +1.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that either
and-
is at 1 or not. And remember, this isn't
And-
reciprocal.
Yeah.
And
This
Squirrel would
is-
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, we can
a
discuss
plus-
that later. But yeah.
Right. Saw the face there. So yeah.
So what's
And
your
this
link
is-
rating with Metatron now?
+1.
So you started a link. You started an understanding of who that guy is and how he operates. Anybody else know in particular a character they want to say has better links with them?
I'm not sure about one, but everyone knows that I got an actual AI now.
They know about your tech. I mean, they know about your tactical display. I don't think it did anything fancy for them though.
All right, there.
Okay. I would say probably Metatron would know better about me.
Okay.
Due to the I guess what would be probably due to just like how fast you can exfiltrate, etc.
Mhm. He saw you operate.
Yeah.
You're not a normal driver. So
Yeah.
that means my link with Squirrel is +2, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know Squirrel better.
I guess I'll go next. I'll actually go with Odin. throughout this mission, Odin has realized several times that Claymore, while seemingly completely unhinged and likes to shoot things first and ask questions later, is surprisingly competent at carrying out a mission. Came a little bit of a surprise to him.
Did the job well, and you actually did more than I expected, in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you get plus
I had
one.
something for I kind of felt something similar with Claymore, where you've worked with Odin enough to you probably heard a lot of like their weird like smaller notions of like I guess how they talk to people, or at least the moment of like I kind of accidentally got cut off to bring up, but like he tried to bring up like he kind of is stuck to where he's slightly addicted to like the feeling of this kind of the tension of a job, and it's like it's just kind of how he lives, even if it's
All right.
maybe a
fair enough.
downward hill.
All right. So you guys, that's good. We have 2 pairs, so you guys increase your links. Where are you guys at +1 or +2 with each other now?
+2.
I didn't have a link with
Oh right,
Odin,
you didn't.
but not.
All right. Good. You understand him.
That mirrored actually. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, but now I have one link with everybody now.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys, you know all each other, and that's good for when we come up with future jobs. All right.
Yep.
So this has been Yonder Sprawl. We will be going away now, audience. We'll probably, like I said, come back to this eventually, but for now, our plan is to next week go back to Star Wars.
Mhm.
The Star War. I've
Yep.
already, worked on the thing.
I gotta think back at my shit. Yeah.
And we hope to see you again for that, and to see you also whenever the Sprawl comes back.
Yeah.
And, I'll let you guys know when I feel like the next time for that break is. And I think that's everything. So good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night.
Night.